What if they are striving to become orcs?
All right, we are streaming. I don't know if we're live yet, so you know.
I once knew an orc.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy used to go to the Ren Fair only as an orc every year.
I read a story about Noah's orc.
He got arrested for domestic assault.
That's good.
Yeah. Him and his partner, they play a rough game. And he got rough prizes.
Rough prize.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the roughest prize you've earned?
I don't know what that means. You kids in your language.
Kids in us with language.
We just made it up.
I just made that statement, that phrase up. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good night, good evening, good morrow, whatever you want to say for this show today.
Good morning.
We are here to play with wordplay. We're talking about the new rise of hate speech, title of the video, and we got a thumbnail, beautiful thumbnail. Creative director David Jaffe worked on this thumbnail today. He chose the art for the thumbnail. If you ever thought, I wonder how many photos of Captain America punching Hitler there are. A ton. Unironically, over 50.
Do you know that wordplay sounds like a G.I. Joe character?
Does it?
We brought up, I showed Tech Cobra Commander today. He had no idea who the fuck it was. Bunny knew who the fuck it was. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm an American.
You're goddamn right. All right, here we go. Speaking of America, let's open the doors to the madhouse because make no mistake, we're all fucking mad in this country and it's just getting worse every gosh darn day. Here we go. Yo, Joe. Tech told me I curse too much. He said, could you stop cursing? It's bad for the show. Bad for the algorithm.
It cursed Xylee.
I wanted to say the C word so bad right there. I just need y'all to insert it there.
We're going to talk about curse words a little bit tonight. No blasphemy. Oh my God. Come on now. Come on now.
That'd be blasphemous. Do you have southern relatives that would say blasphemous?
No.
So don't be blasphemous.
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous. Yeah.
I feel like you grew up drinking Shasta. Oh, my camera's not on.
I grew up drink. No, it's perfect. Welcome to the show, my delightful friends. It is I, Jaffe, and there down below. I can see down her shirt. I can see her ample bosom. We're going to talk about that as well. Is that an offensive thing to say to a colleague? Tech doesn't think so. There's Bunny Button down below. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
I'm gonna spit. I'm gonna spit in your mouth. Here you go. You ready?
This is great.
Somebody just came to that.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
Tech.
for
No,
sure.
this is. I can't win. I sit at the kitchen table with Tech today.
Did you take my "that's great" for sarcasm?
I don't know.
I'm jerking it. What do you mean? We're
Okay,
out
this
here
is some-
fucking enjoying ourselves.
No, this is some
Dorking.
bullshit. This is some
dorking.
bullshit. You know what Tech tells me? Hang on. First off, Tech.
I'm hung like that. college
No,
student
this
on
is
that
so
one campus.
unfair. I genuinely. This is
What?
why. I'll tell you in a minute. First, Tech, you asshole. Where are you taking the? Shit. We got Big Bad Eddie Torres and Hector House. Sadly, we have lost one of our Gods of War today. We need to replace him. Zach procrastinates. One of the longest Gods of War said he is a Diet Soda Soldier member right now. Things are a little rough right now, but he has been and remains a great fan of the show. We love you, Zach. I'm sorry you're on some hard times. We're looking forward till you get back up there in the 1%er club. But thank you for all you've done and all the support you've shown.
Thank you
I hope
for
you're
your service.
Absolutely. We hope you're doing well. Where are you taking them tonight, by the way, Tech?
I'm taking him to the front row seats of a concert where they play the brown note on repeat for 10 hours, Jeff. Are you familiar with the brown note?
Lord.
Yeah, I'm really not. And this is why I think my generation hates working with Gen Z and Gen X, whatever the fuck.
How are you not familiar with the brown note?
The brown note's an old joke, Jaffe.
Yeah.
You
Never-
should know about the brown note.
I don't know what the brown note.
The
I know what
brown note
a
is
chocolate starfish
specific
is.
frequency. Specific frequency played
So
on a
tone, so
on a
low.
recorder that'll make you instantly shit yourself. Featured in season 4, episode 13 of South Park, where they go to the state capitol and play the brown note and make everyone shit themselves.
Can I make something really clear to you guys? Peep
Is
your
he a brown
eyes.
note?
Please.
Peep your eyes on the screen on the left there, because we have our very first, our very favorite Madhouse corpse. Here she comes, folks, riding in like a bat out of hell. Our Madhouse corpse member, Canty. She's got herself a little Kermit the Frog gold topper on her gravestone, ready to throw tomatoes at me. We love her. She's a badass motherfucker. Don't fuck with her or you'll have to suffer the wrath of Tech Protect. Canty, one of our favorites. If you want to be a Madhouse corpse, ask Tech how it happens. It's not a problem. Come on now. And more importantly, Canty, if you ever want us to say any fucking thing or give a shout out, we're happy to do it. That's the service we provide here in the Madhouse. So there you go. Now look, welcome to the show. It's good to see everybody. I'm feeling very classy tonight. If you were watching the show last week, Friday, I drank a little alcohol instead of smoking pot. And that was pretty well received because people said, Jaffe, whenever you do pot on the show, you do so much that you no longer are really very entertaining. You're gone. And alcohol is a little different. I was talking to Becky Boop today because I had to go over to her show and say, look, Becky, that was Tech yesterday who was bullshitting and pretending.
Not true.
And she's mad at you that you didn't invite her to come drink with us on Madhouse. And so I told her that you'd be over there soon to send her an invite for the next drinking. But the point is I had these plastic champagne glasses. They're very classy. And I realized that you can put lots of things in them, like Diet Coke. Cheers.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Jaffe. How you pouring it into that without it having a base? I'm just trying to picture in my head how you're like pouring a...
Holds it with one
Pouring
hand,
something
uses
in.
the other.
Did you ever see the movie?
I was picturing his...
Wait, I don't under. I
What
don't.
if it's
whoa,
a
whoa.
2 liter? I have to
Whoa,
pour a
whoa.
2 liter with both hands or it's going to be a mess.
Oh, yeah. It's a
See?
can.
it out.
Oh, okay. It's a can. Never mind. I was picturing a 2 liter in my head.
No,
and I was
but I
thinking,
can do
how's he
that.
doing that?
You can't
I'll-
one hand a 2 liter?
I'll walk around with a 2 liter,
No.
like that all the time. Anyway, welcome to the show. We really do appreciate you being here. Not only are we drinking Diet Coke, look. That's my
Thought you had a
Paddington.
cat for a second.
No, that's my buddy. That's my Paddington Bear from when I was like 7 years old. Had him my whole life. I'm going to be cremated with him and a bunch of comic books. I think that's going to send me to wherever I go next. That's my buddy right there. And you know what
That's so sweet.
It is. And you know what I did with this? I because I had a very traumatic childhood, very loving, very traumatic. And I would always, it was almost like a grounding object for me where I was like, if I was really getting mad or something, I would never allow myself to get mad at Paddington Bear. And so it would allow me to kind of recenter. I don't know.
I was the opposite.
Oh, you would tear the shit out of your stuff?
I had a little rabbit named Bun Bun. May he rest in peace. He was a stuffed rabbit. An ex of mine destroyed him. But
He was
anyway,
a bad man, that ex.
Yeah, he was.
Did he
was a
destroy him
shithole,
to be
but-
hurtful to you?
Yeah.
What
yeah,
an
and a bunch
asshole.
of more of my stuff. I lost like everything I owned.
Did you
relationship, but
know? Did you know when you first
She was in the middle of a story, but go ahead.
got? Well, but look, this is. You should be flattered when I interrupt your story because what it means is you're
Yeah,
telling such
I
a
am.
good story that I have questions.
That
I
you
mean,
don't even want to talk about it. I
No,
get it.
I want to know because that you would date this guy that would tear up your shit when the relationship was over. Well, was it him tearing your shit up that caused the end, or that was how he left?
I hadn't gone back and gotten the rest of my stuff from his house.
Okay.
And in that 3 days that I was taken to get all of my stuff, he destroyed everything.
Did you
I busted
cheat?
some windows
Did you
out of his
cheat on
house
him?
after that. No,
So why was he
just-
so angry at you? Why did you? What was that about?
he just didn't want it to be over, I guess. But he did that, and then I opened up a can of paint and poured it down his stairs. And busted a couple windows out. So
Fair.
I got, yeah, he destroyed like all my shit, and I went nanners.
What's delightful
For a minute.
about you as a woman is
As a woman.
some women that they'll just be they won't there's no calculation to the crazy. But see, I know you as a very sane present thinking individual. And in that, when you go nanners, it's calculated. And I have respect for that, right? You're not just going off half-cocked like, I'm so fucking mad, I'm going to take my Louisville Slugger to his fucking whatever Carrie Underwood did. You're doing it because you're like, well, now this is the murder time.
It's an art.
It's an art. It's an art and a skill. We love Bunny Button here at the Madhouse.
Thank you.
We love Bunny Button here at the Madhouse.
We can't say otherwise, or she'll.
If my mom was still alive, she would adore you. She really would. She was because she was her own brand of crazy, and she would call me and say, "Now, David," this is what she'd say if she knew you. Now, that Bunny Button girl. Now, I think you need to introduce her to a celebrity. I know you know some celebrities. Now, I know you don't know that Gerard Way or whoever he is she likes. I said, Mama, it's Gerard Butler. Well, whoever he is, David, you need to introduce her to some of these people in my stories, in my books. I'm like, your books? You know, she's like, yeah, People Magazine. Her stories. and she would have thought you were the bee's knees. Bunny says, JSD, thank you for the super chat. He says, you look great, by the way.
Thank you, JSD.
I'm going to talk like a baby, too. See, when I do it, it sounds like I should be in like a remake of Life Goes On, that TV series.
Why are you so mean to me?
I love you. I have a massive crush on you. Haven't you been reading the chat? What are you talking about? I'm negging you. This is what pickup artists do, Bunny. We tease the women we like. Like, here's the way I would neg you. If I saw you at the grocery store, I'd say, oh my God, dude, that shirt is amazing. And you would say what?
Thank you.
And I would say, I do you know if they have those in small sizes? You know, my girlfriend's not really heavy, but do you think she could find that same style? Right? That would make you go, this guy's a challenge. He's supposed to fall at my feet because I'm so pretty. You see? That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Oh, okay. So you immediately tell them that you're taken. That's
No, he would say
your
you're
strategy.
fat and I have a better girlfriend is what he's
Yeah.
saying.
You're fat and I have a girlfriend.
Who's not? And then you'd be like, I want
My
him.
girl's smaller than you. Does it come in small?
I read The Pickup Artist. I know how this works. When I got divorced, I did read The Pickup Artist.
The pickup artist
I
book
think you
you
should
read was
unread
like
that.
lift with your fucking knees,
No.
not your back. That's the pickup you learned.
There's a guy who wrote for Rolling Stone. I think his name was Neil Strauss. I could be wrong, but he wrote this tell-all expose on Mystery, who many people know as kind of the most famous pickup artist. He had like a hype house before there was the internet, and he also had a show on TV about it. And he stayed with Mystery and wrote this whole tell-all expose. And I read it at first because I'm like, well, this sounds interesting, and I'm single now, and I don't know what the new rules are. I think it was called The Rules. And but when you actually get into it, it was both really interesting journalism about the pickup artist culture. And he was like, as troubling as this culture is, when I was undercover with these guys, it works for a lot of women. And it was really interesting because he wasn't advocating for it. He wasn't saying he thought it was a good idea. But he's like, you know what, though? They ain't wrong. A lot of these little tips and tricks work. It was a very interesting book. Very interesting book.
Interesting.
It was. Hey, listen to this, guys. I have great news. Great news.
Remember.
Not only am I going to Turkey to get leg extensions and penis enlargement, but Left Control Gamer has joined the Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. We very much... Don't say... Wallace says, damn you, Jaffe, be nice. I'm flirting with the woman. Shut up. I know all about...
probably be nice.
I know all about the women folk. All right. Anyway, Bunny, how was your day? What's going on, bud?
It's good. It's good. I thought I lost a pair of earrings. I was wearing earrings earlier. Well, I put earrings in. And I was like, where's my other earring? I felt around in my ear and I was like, where'd it go? I spent 30 damn minutes looking for an earring I put both my earrings in one ear. I don't know why I did that. I don't know when. I don't know why, but I spent 30 minutes looking for an earring that was in my head.
Tech, do you have on your
So that's all I
soundboard a sound of like a phone ringing?
Yeah.
Do that.
All right.
Bunny, pick up the phone and ask who it is.
Hello? Who is it?
Dementia calling. You're forgetting things like an old person.
I love the young people.
Yeah.
That was good. That was funny.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll offer the $100 again for the 2 Twisted Metal episodes
One
tonight.
is same
Jaffe,
deal.
what do you think?
Same deal as last night. 175.
It was 150 yesterday.
150.
Now it's 175.
150.
Same deal as not yesterday, but 175.
150.
Close to it.
Same deal. 150. Also, lunch with Jaffe coming up next week for Cult Calypso and above members. Bunny will be there. Tech will be there. I will be there. We will just. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a live show, and we just sit around and eat our lunch like old school fucks.
It's a mukbang.
A mukbang, and we talk, and we're all
I'll
in
be
the
cooking.
same Discord, and it's a lot of fun.
lunch.
Let's have lunch. All right. Before we get started with our main topic for tonight, which is hate speech, free speech, all of that stuff going on in America. Bunny, were you done with your story? Because I derailed you. I didn't mean to.
I don't know what the story of.
You don't
Yeah, I'm
remember what the
done.
story was, yeah.
Ooh, PK says you taking Bunny and Tech to the Olive Garden. Well, no. No, well, I'd love to, but Tech and I will have Olive Garden here if we make our. We have 2 goals tonight: 150 for Twisted Metal, 200 for Twisted Metal and Olive Garden for lunch with Jaffe. Rocker Matt's one of your biggest supporters. Why are you bleeding him dry? Says Matthew. I'm not trying to bleed him dry. How
can you read Matthew's message? He didn't donate. Also, he's not a member.
Well,
That's crazy.
You
We don't
have,
hear those fucking
Oh, are you
messages,
turning? Are you
Jaffe.
turning that off? Okay.
Oh, we can't hear him.
Okay. Well, all I was going to say though about that Rocker Matt is what you have to understand is not Rocker Matt, but that guy is we do a really bad job on this show when it comes to getting outside of the comfort zone of donators. When you go to all these other live streams, people are donating left and right, first-time donators. It's not fair to make Rocker Matt do it always. Not fair to make can't do it always. And so that's why we have those goals so everybody can contribute. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, listen. There are 2 things we could use your help with. If you like video games, there's a brand new video on this channel with us playing Chronos. That just went up today from Pocket, our new editor. Give it a watch if you're into such shenanigans. We think there's a lot of fun. Let us know what you think. Also, if you're in the market as it starts getting a little chilly out in the world, we would love for you to visit our merch shop and see if there's any thing in there that catches your fancy. We'll be putting some more stuff in the next couple of days. We have Protect Trans Kids, as everyone should. With Kratos, we have the Dark Trio, which is me, Bunny, and Tech on a hoodie and a hat. We've got the Class of Madhouse. We've got the new Madhouse shirt. Sterling bought one. She sent us a picture looking snazzy. And we got one in here called Dark Trio with Rasputin there. It's good stuff. Bunny made these. They're delightful. Except the Protect Trans Kids. I made that one. You can tell because there's no artistic sensibilities at all. So give it a look.
I like it.
Yeah, well, thank you, buddy, if you're interested. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's the intro. And, there goes Stick. Stick misses the point as always. Tech. Oh, so what Tech was saying to me earlier, and this pisses me off a little bit, if I may. Mm-hmm. We're sitting out there at the table talking about the channel going, how do we make it bigger? How do we make it better? How do we compete with the big boys? And he's like, you shouldn't cuss as much. And he says, you shouldn't be so vulgar. Like yesterday we were talking about a certain intimate act a man does, well, it doesn't have to be a man, but can be done to a woman in the woman's nether regions, and that a bear would do. And he's like, that's a horrible thing. Don't say that. Blah, blah. He's like, imagine somebody comes to the stream and
your old man sensibility.
wait a minute. No. Wait a minute.
Imagine
Imagine somebody comes to the stream. They've never watched it and you're doing that. And I said, you know what, Tech, as much as I appreciate wanting my sense of humor to be what it is, I think you have a good point. And so I will try to be a little bit more, not vanilla, but I'll try to recognize that not everybody is already acclimated to my sense of humor. And then
Yeah,
the
you gotta
first thing,
start with something like what kind of bird would be best at it.
like Big Bird from Sesame
Leave it
Street.
open.
But
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be Big Bird.
But then Tech immediately on Tonight's Show, I don't even remember anymore what you were saying, but it was some kind of vulgar stuff that you're saying, and I'm like, what the fuck? Were you making that shit up at the kitchen table?
I said, what if you had no joints in your hands and you were in the desert and it started raining and you had to collect rainwater? Would you use your nutsack to collect rainwater since your hands couldn't bend?
Right, so how is that going to be?
I didn't say that. I just made that up right now.
Right, but how are you? I mean, I'm not even fucking with you, by the way.
Because you're an old man, and what the actual conversation today is pick a lane. Don't be offended that I asked for Bunny's nude folder for headshots for the fucking thumbnails, and then the next conversation with her is, yeah, can you believe that, Bunny? He wanted to see your nude folder. By the way, would you let a bear eat your pussy out if he was really good at it?
That is
I
not,
didn't
no,
believe.
no, we were
Pick a
talking
lane.
about how,
I would give the bear my nude folder.
you goddamn right,
Yeah.
with honey on it.
Would you rather have a bear go through your nudes or a man? in the
Well,
forest?
she can't tell the
bear.
difference. Yeah, between you and the bear. But look, all I'm saying is I genuinely thought you were serious. Also, let's deal with the fucking old thing. Okay, you fucking idiot. I am 54. I'm 54. I am
Sorry to hear.
I don't have any problem. My problem is not being
Hey,
old.
my condolences. There should be a fundraiser for people like you.
My problem is not being old. My problem is you have this assumption that somehow being older is bad. And it's annoying. And more importantly, it's annoying. And it's also bad. And you'll still probably die before I will.
Yeah, probably. That's not a big, not a good metric.
That's
Will
true.
you outlive Bunny Button?
No one's...
Okay, there you go.
She's the devil.
I'm gonna live forever.
Frank Blasey
live
says,
forever.
Blazy. Is it Blazy or Blasey? He gets so mad. Blazy?
Lazy.
Blazy says,
Blazy.
blaze like a fire inferno of anger towards me. Jaffe don't realize my guy's stick has the woman's heart and Tech has mine. I don't know what that means at all. Okay. Anyway, so what we wanted to talk about today was a serious topic. So let me move this over here. And what's going on, Bunny? What's got you?
I was giggling at Willie Farnsworth.
What is
Willie, if I'm ever giggling like that, it's always Willie.
I thought it was Bukkake. Bukkake always makes you laugh too, though. Now.
Yeah, Bukkake does make me laugh.
Hello, Emily. Okay. My rage for Jaffe knows no bounds, says Blazy. I'm working on it, man. No, Bunny's going to love the politics, says Wayne. This is not, look, Bunny was in the call earlier, and this was not
Fine with it.
political as it, this relates to hate speech and how there are some people now that are, you're mostly hearing it from the right, but the left is engaged in this sometimes too, sometimes, but not right now as much, saying that some speech should not be legal. And this is all in the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, which is weird because Charlie Kirk has been very, very clear when he was alive, and I don't agree with this guy on almost anything, but he was very, very clear. In fact, I can show you what he said. He said, this is a quote from a tweet he did. Hate speech does not exist legally in America. There's ugly speech, there's gross speech, there's evil speech, and all of it is protected by the First Amendment. Keep America free. Well, whatever I think about Charlie Kirk, which wasn't much, you got to agree with him on that, right? Or you should. So I don't know, when you've got literally the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, saying that we're going to start coming after people with hate speech, I think no matter where you are on the political spectrum, you need to be fucking careful because there's no bueno. It's no bueno. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about the what I find performative weaponizing of Kirk's death by a number of people who are using it to try to shut up people who are saying things they don't like. That is very transparent what they're doing. It's very clear both sides have engaged in it. And I'm not a both sider on a lot of these political issues, but on this one, the left has, but the right has done it more. And the idea that now, you know, we're supposed to be, oh my God, how dare you say something against Charlie Kirk? What are you talking about? So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to play you some good and bad clips from Charlie Kirk. Some things he said that you can't defend. You shouldn't defend. And we're going to talk a little bit about the assassin and what we should believe about the assassin. Because I don't know if you saw this, but there is a website called it's Ken Klippelstein, but he makes his bread and butter by taking information that gets leaked to him, right? And he got leaked a conversation with the friend of the killer and some of the Discord messages. And I don't know what's true, but today the messages came out from the assassin and his roommate / lover. And a lot of people are like, that's not how anybody talks on text, let alone people of that generation. It read like a novel versus like an actual, you know, whatever. So we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, Van says, Jaffe out here making the absolute worst takes possible. What take do you think I have that's a bad take? I haven't said anything.
I'm saying you said nothing yet.
All I've said is that this is what we're talking about, and all I've said is that you know, there are some things that people have said that are kind of hard to believe. Tech Bunny, you take it. I'll show you some clips in a minute.
Have you been noticing the the banter in the chat, Bunny?
No, what is it?
I'm being fought over by Van Xanax and Ricky about who's gonna fuck me first or whatever.
I love that you guys are paying attention to the main topic. This is great. Now, fucking, let's smoke some pot.
The clips. Oh my fucking God. Jesus Christ. We have people talking about who is going to fuck the dude on the fucking the show first. Either the guy with the hood dick, because hood dick is good dick, Mr. Van Xanax, or Ricky, who says, I've been there since day one. I'm Tex 13 subscriber.
I'm Team Ricky.
It's funny.
For sure.
It's funny engagement while you pull up the fucking clips.
Look, there was a clip there. So here's the deal. On there have been a lot of clips that have been taken out of context with Charlie Kirk. Even like the thing he said about if I saw a black pilot on a plane, I would be worried. Now, of course, that's a terrible thing to say in the context of the way it was presented. And it's still terrible because I do believe that, you know, I'm not opposed to DEI in a lot of ways, like a lot of people are. Okay. But his point wasn't that. His point was, if we allow, you know, affirmative action, DEI, whatever, to continue to be a big force, whenever you see someone that is in a minority, it could be a black person, it could be, you know, a Muslim religious person, whatever, you're always going to wonder and be nervous. Are they there because they're qualified, or are they there because some kind of government program where
I get his reasoning.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like to think, because we live in a very capitalist society, that if you're going to hire an airline pilot, and you may very well go, you know what, for our investors at BlackRock, we want to make sure that we have diverse employees. I get that they would do that, but I also get that they're not going to hire someone who just happens to be a lesbian black woman who is a dwarf but she's like, I don't know how to fly a fucking plane, because they would lose so much fucking money if the plane crashed. Right? Look at what happens to stocks look at Boeing. When Boeing was in charge of all these planes the last 2 summers that were fucking falling out of the sky, it's not like, you know, Boeing didn't take a financial hit. So
after I learned that most pilots are like drunk while they're flying, I don't trust none of them. I don't care what color they are.
That's why you don't leave. I don't leave my house because it's better here. You don't leave because everybody scares you.
I don't think anybody's capable of anything. That's how it is in my head. I'm like, yeah, you think you can fly a plane? Yeah, right.
Right. Well, Emily says the insinuation is anyone not white and male is unqualified. I don't agree with that. I'm not saying I'm not saying that guy was or wasn't a racist. He probably was, but I don't really know that. It just take that off your fucking face. He probably was in my take, but I could be wrong on that. But that's... I've
seen...
Yeah, go ahead.
I've seen where a lot of people have said like, oh, he was racist and stuff, but I've also seen a lot of black people come forward and say that he helped them a lot, and like
Yep.
they're taking up for him, saying, you know, that's one thing I won't let people say about him is that he was racist, because he wasn't. So I kind of feel like I'm going to take people who were around him that were black.
Well, and there were even people, you know, who were gay who were saying, I think it was like that. He's a conservative guy. My buddy Colin knows this guy, Ruben. Somebody, what's his first name? Somebody, Ruben. Gay dude.
Sandwich.
No, but
the only Ruben I know is Ruben Studdard.
Okay, I know. But anyway, and he was like, look, you know, Kirk had come to our house and had dinner with me and my husband, you know. But then at the same time, there are other clips that are in context, Dave Rubin, where you go, this is pretty bad. And so let me just play you this one real quick. I you know, again, the guy has a right to say it, like he says, and I do agree with his take on hate speech. You know, he has an absolute right to say it. He also came out and said something on some speech about the Jews and going, you know, people really should, you know, this idea that they're hating on the Jews all the time. It's like, this is 2% of the population, and look at all the things Jews have done. Why do you think anyone who's Jewish is a bad guy? You know, so it's not like everything he said was evil personified, but he also was he had a grift, he had a business model. He selectively edited his clips that intentionally or not, I think made life harder for people on the margins. And he said this, which I take issue at, and I don't take issue with the joke. The joke at the beginning of this is kind of funny. It's awful, but still funny joke. It's what he says at the end of this 37-second clip that makes me go, come on, you guys. You guys are trying to paint this guy like he was a fucking saint. And he had some really bad takes.
It's funny, I used to say that, hey, if you as a gay person would go to Gaza, they'd throw you off of tall buildings, right? Now they don't have any tall buildings left, so I don't...
Right, I mean, tasteless joke, but funny joke. I am pro two-state solution. I hate what's happening in Gaza. I think Netanyahu's a war criminal, but I also support Israel as a state, as a right to exist. But and that was a tasteless joke, but it was funny.
I'm pro multifamily unit housing. All right, get those high-rise apartment complexes. Okay. All right,
here we go. Now that was, but I'm not. I don't see anybody losing their shit over that, like they would if somebody was making a joke. I mean, how many kids are dead? Right? I mean, seriously. I want you to think. I want this as loud as it goes. I want you to think about that. Let me make sure. I want you to think about that for a minute. All of the people that are coming out, and that's why I'm saying a lot of it feels very performative to me. You can have been a fan of Charlie Kirk. You could have been a fucking stan of the guy, and you genuinely are mourning the loss of one of your heroes, and that's fine. I get it. But the idea that everyone who says anything bad about Charlie Kirk is like, you know, should be arrested and should be put on a list, which they're making, by the way, should be fired. When this guy's, you know, how many people, innocents, let alone little kids, little babies, have been murdered in Gaza? And he's making a fucking joke at the expense of, again, he has a right to make it. And it was a funny joke. But let's get off our fucking hypocritical high horse. But I do take issue more with this, what he says.
When you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Is that too soon? I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't kill Jews, stupid Muslims.
I mean, I don't think that's very Christian. I don't think that's very loving. And again, is he a hateful guy? No, probably not any more than anybody else. But, you know, he's not Jesus. You know, he's got his angle. He's got his business model. It's important to know that. And it's important to stop acting as if this is some kind of anything other than what it is, which is a very sad state of affairs. And we can mourn the loss of an individual man and still go, he was a piece of shit to a lot of people. And I'm tired of the rhetoric acting like it's just not allowed. Okay, so that's what I'll say for the moment. You guys go.
I still kind of, I mean, I kind of feel like I want to see the whole clip of that because they were still kind of laughing before he said that. So to me, he could have still been saying it in kind of a joking way and he didn't mean it as serious as he said it. But I'm also the kind of person that I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and hope that they don't actually have hate in their hearts. But
well, there was
I didn't know anything about him before. Like I literally never watched any of his clips, nothing until after he died. I mean, all I knew was that people made fun of his face. That was my baseline.
Right.
So I'm new to anything about him.
Right. Well, I mean, there was also a clip recently, and I don't know how you can put this in proper context other than what it was, which is he was yelling at an audience member who happened to have been of Chinese descent. And I'm not going to say the word, but it starts with a C and it goes to an H and it goes to an I. And it's a very derogatory word for Chinese folks.
Wait,
and he was yelling
an audience member?
Yeah, he was yelling it from the stage.
I thought he was yelling at Cenk.
Don't say
the Cenk, the guy who hosts the Turks, the Young Turks.
I'm pretty sure he was not, but that's okay. But let's take that.
I thought it was.
Bring it up. That's a great point. That's a great point. That is not how it was presented to me at all. It was presented to me as he was talking to an. Okay, so this clip that I just showed you.
Cenk Uyghur. Cenk Uyghur.
Okay, well there you go. Okay, there you go. So my bad. That was not a bad thing he said, but it was presented. And you know what? I want to tell everybody.
That's why I take everything that I see with such a grain of salt because.
Never know.
If something says that, you just never know. And I don't know.
But you got. I want everybody watching that.
Do you have that clip?
No, but you can bring it up.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, Smoke Elijah says Jaffe's either lying or falling for out of context clips. I fell for out of context clips there. Okay, not here. But by the way, I want you to understand something. It doesn't hurt to say I was wrong. I got that one wrong. It's okay in a world of such media manipulation to get it wrong sometimes. The evil is when you get it wrong, you don't apologize. You don't acknowledge it because I don't know why. Your business model, your grift, your ego, whatever it is too important to you. Right? I will say there are things the guy has said that I've been like, I don't agree, but I understand in context. And then there are things let's play this
clip. Here's
clip.
the clip. This is Charlie Kirk triggered by Cenk Uyghur.
Hang on. Let me stop streaming. Okay.
Yeah. Because I can see how you get the confusion there, right? Like, obviously, it sounds bad, right?
Well, so and it was presented as this, right?
Yeah,
and shame on the person. Shame on the person that did that.
Yeah. So this is Politicon, right? That's Hassan Piker, who is the nephew of Cenk Uyghur, by the way.
Okay, you're trying to attack me, which is ridiculous. Like asking me what my salary is. Sure, I'll reveal it willingly.
You brought it up in context. I'm asking, why don't you live like a socialist?
Okay.
Go live like a socialist.
The point is larger. The point is larger than that, Charlie.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Cenk. I live as a capitalist. Okay? I live what I believe. No. What do I do? I get charity every single year.
Hold on.
What's my salary? Less than his.
Charlie.
That's Cenk Uyghur.
Right? No, I get it. I was wrong. Again, I fell for it.
That's the thing too.
And I'm inclined to believe it because I hate so many of his ideals and what he says he stands for. But that was a mistake I made. Go ahead, Bunny. I'm sorry.
I was just saying it does make me ill that when people post stuff like that, like out of context, you'll even go to the comments and people will be proving them wrong and they keep it up. They've seen all the comments and that's. To me, that's more of a crime than...
Right. Well, yeah, I don't think we should have... I don't think the Constitution, assuming the Supreme Court cares to uphold it, I don't think we need hate crime, hate speech. But the idea of intentionally misleading, we've talked about this, I think that would be a good thing. A good thing. Hi, I think I'm real says, what's really gross about all this is that the man is dead and he can't defend himself from your mistakes. No... Listen, no, okay. Let me get two comments. Let me get that one first. I had somebody say to me this the other day that we in this society decide who gets humanized. Okay. I apologized when it was pointed out by both these guys and you guys that was wrong of me. I even once tweeted like 8 years ago when Donald Trump apparently had said, if I ever run for president, it's going to be as a Republican because they're some of the dumbest, easily manipulated people on the planet. And I tweeted that out, and then someone showed me that it was fact-checked, and you can go look the tweet up. I didn't get rid of it in shame. I retweeted it and said, you know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I am just as susceptible. The difference is you have to be willing to go, oh, I got played, okay? But the idea that Charlie Kirk can't defend himself, okay, sure. But you know what? When he made the joke that I just played about, oh, well, I guess all the buildings in Gaza have been totaled. What are they going to throw the gays off now? Well, what about all the innocent people that can't stand up and say, wait a minute, dude, my whole family died when that fucking building collapsed, and you're making a joke about it. Now, again, I'm not saying tit for tat. What I'm saying is we need to be a lot more accepting of the fact. And I don't mean both sidisms. Each side does some shit worse than the other. I'm talking about the fact that you've got to be okay. You can still hold your morals and values. I can still be as staunch as an LGBT ally. I can still be as far progressive as anyone knows while still going, my bad, I got that wrong. The two things can exist at the same time. That's all I'm saying. JSD and Rocker Matt are very much desirous to watch Twisted Metal 2 episodes tonight. I'm excited. I got the popcorn at the ready. We're only, $35 away from being able to watch in the Discord. It's exciting stuff. Thank you, JSD. Thank you, Rocker Matt. Listen to this. Uncle Fuzznut says the political takes on this channel are horrible. Name me one political take on this channel that we've said tonight that is horrible. I would like to know.
I don't even give political takes.
Right.
So you're clumping everybody in, and I specifically don't give political takes because
I don't even go here.
I don't even fucking go here.
Listen to this. Listen to this. I want to tell you, Busted Horn Blacksmith Shop says, Jaffe, you think conservatives are cartoon villains. That's why you fall for this stuff over and over. All I can tell you, dude, is I don't. I have conservatives in my family. Do I think some are? Yeah. Just like on the left, some are. Just like in the center, some are. But most people are not. And the one thing that I wish we could take from the political takes of this channel is maybe at least a handful of people walk away from these sorts of conversations and go, okay, maybe the other side, yes, they can be dangerous if they enact certain policies, and we have to be very careful on whatever your stance is. But most people are not cartoon villains, and you guys paint us the same way we paint you, which means we should be very, very worried when we both think we're both the bad guy in the same way. That's a perfect sign we're being manipulated. That's all I'll say.
And you know what? I don't think the Republicans are cartoon villains. They're just real fucking villains. They're just real bad.
Well, there's a difference too between a conservative and, frankly, a far right MAGA.
I'm talking about the politicians. Well, politicians are being bad. Fuck those guys.
Okay. Stephen King went through a similar thing, says Frank Blasey. I got it. After Kirk died, he stated something about him that wasn't true. That's right. And then it was pointed out to him, and he apologized numerous times for it. But and again, it's okay. Never buy his books. Never go see his movies that get adapted from his books. That's fine. That's your right. But, I would, to all the Christians out there, which clearly everyone is who loves Charlie Kirk. I don't fucking know. But he was a very devout Christian guy. And my very basic understanding of that religion is there's something in there that says, don't judge somebody unless you've gone through what they've gone through. Paraphrasing the Jesus. And in that, I'm like, okay, let me get this straight. So Stephen King says something that was provably false and apologizes for it. What you have to be as a person that has never fallen for any internet horse shit any political horseshit in order to literally criticize that guy for what he did. He didn't double down. He didn't go into a hole and say, well, I'm too ashamed to admit I was wrong. It was pointed out to him, and he apologized. He said, I was wrong. What else do you need from him? I don't know.
Stephen King's done that a lot throughout his career, though, because when
Has
that
he?
happened, I remembered something else a couple years ago. I couldn't really remember what it was, but I went to Chat GPT and I was like, hey, are there other examples of Stephen King doing this? Oh, there was a whole freaking list.
Give me another
stuff.
one. Give me another one.
Let me see. Let me just pull it up because.
Oh,
With $20. Thank you, Rocker Matt. Let's make it happen, boys. We are $15 away from Twisted Metal after the show in the
we
Discord.
can do it. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, Rocker Matt. Much appreciated, sir. April Cool, by the way, has been a member for 2 months. We appreciate it, buddy. She says, I think it's a girl, 914 was an inside job. I don't know what that means. I know what it means, but then you put Steve Jobs. I don't get the joke, but I love you with all my heart and soul. Let's go to the sock hop. Go ahead, bunny.
The one that I couldn't remember, he tweeted something about Maya Farrow when she was going through the stuff she was going through.
Oh, Mia Farrow, Woody Allen's bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bird.
I know. Yeah, that was for you, baby.
He
I know you like
posted,
that.
Herschel said, he posted a clumsy tweet amid the Woody Allen, Dylan Farrow discourse and had to write a Twitter apology. And for some reason, it still didn't say what it was, but that was the one that I remembered.
Okay.
That I was trying to think of. He said something about GOP train crash karma tweet in 2018, something he had to apologize for. Oscar's diversity comments he had to go back and apologize for, and that was
Oscar
in
the
2020.
Grouch?
Then 2022. No,
Who's
Oscar?
Oscar?
About at the Oscars.
Oh, the Oscars. Okay.
The Oscar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he said so. Yeah, but I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Okay.
Just
Well,
all the times he's had to say-
there's a guy, fine, but I can't, and maybe you go, okay, maybe that's a guy
But I mean,
that's doing it
he
intentionally.
does. Yeah, him owning up to, there may be a lot of them, but every single one it did say that he apologized, and you gotta give him credit for that.
Yeah, when you live on the internet, like a lot of us
people
do, and I certainly do, and he certainly does. He's a voracious tweeter and social media guy. You're going to get it wrong, and the best you can do is apologize. Somebody in the chat said, hi, I think I'm real, says, I love when atheists, which I'm not an atheist, I'm an agnostic, but I'm an agnostic atheist, do this. Be a Christian the way I want you to be. I don't care how you are a Christian. I'm just saying, isn't that, as a non-Christian, is it incorrect for me to say one of the tenets, one of the main pillars of Christianity is to not judge other people? Now, if that's not true, then I'm sorry. I got that wrong too.
You're speaking like a New Testament guy. We're out here in the Crusades, Jaffe.
That would
Jerusalem
be the
belongs to the Christians.
That would be the Jews.
No, because you're not supposed to judge the same way Jesus didn't judge.
Yeah, New Testament
washed
is
the
Jesus.
feet of that.
That's what I'm saying.
whore.
You're speaking like the New Testament. The Old Testament says the Muslims ought to be.
Okay, but then if you follow the Old Testament, wouldn't you be Jewish? Because isn't the Old Testament the Hebrew version?
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Waffles! Hey, Waffles. Good to see you in the chat. I wanted to point out, thank you, Film Gamer X, for saying, hey, Madhouse crew. Hope all is well. Love you guys, and hope to see some COD streams this week from Jaffe.
You
Stay
will.
awesome, crew.
Well, hang on. So here's the deal. You will see some, and also Film Gamer X. We are doing this week or next week a lunch with Jaffe, Bunny, and Tech for members of your ilk and above and mods, Cult of Calypso. So we'll be letting you guys know tomorrow when that's going to happen. But thank you for all of that support. JSD says, let's ride, drops a 50 spot. We are now officially watching at the end of the stream over on the Discord 2 episodes of Twisted Metal. I think we're at episode 6 and 7. I think so. But thank you for that, Rocker Matt, and thank you for that, JSD, for making that happen for us tonight.
Yeah.
April Cool says it won't let me send super chats. Well, that's bad. That's bad.
Oh, no.
Okay, so anyway, though,
it's okay, April Cool.
Yeah, but I would love. Somebody said to me that this channel has the worst political takes. I would love to know what they are. I'm curious about that. But let me ask the chat this. Don't you get it? Do you? Because when somebody said, Jaffe, you guys see conservatives like cartoon villains. You have to understand, so many on my side see your side the exact same way. The exact same way.
From somebody on the outside, y'all all seem crazy.
Right,
I don't follow no political party. Right. All of them seem crazy.
Well, not just political party, but sort of ideology of, but the idea, the idea of cartoonifying your opponent. I don't have the wisdom, and that's wrong. I'm not trying to be self-deprecating. I don't know how to articulate this growing awareness that it's not just that we're being played by the powers that be, all of us. It's more that there's a better way to articulate the idea that when we're both saying the same thing, we're probably both being played by the same people, the same system, the same playbook. And because we can't both be right, and we just can't be stupid, and you guys have the skinny on the truth, and you can't just all be stupid, and we have the skinny on the truth. So I think the sooner we can walk away from these kind of conversations with that being the thesis, I think we're all going to be better off, because we can start going, wait, is this that thing they do? They're doing that thing to us. You can be totally opposed to gay marriage.
That's literally why I opted out of any politics. Once I realized that, it was like, oh, everybody's just being played against each other. All the politicians are all shaking hands and rubbing elbows after they're done with their debates. They are.
Most of them are, I imagine. If not all, maybe they play. Yeah. So Willie says, if you know you're being played, Jaffe, then why are you still playing the game? Well, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to exist outside of the game so I can talk about it and opine about it and learn more about the manipulation that affects our country and our world. Because if you haven't noticed, it's rough out there right now. And I don't think we can go down this path that we're on.
Before we do.
Yeah.
Can we get a RIP to our best supporter? One of the top supporters we ever had, K-Nubs.
Did Bukaki finally?
K-Nubs says,
"Oh, I see."
He had to throw 7 dust on Yellow Jackets, and now he's all itchy. Please send your thoughts and prayers.
Oh
no!
You had to throw only politics. Oh, I see. You flung dust on Yellow Jackets, and now you're itchy. Well, you just killed an entire group of Yellow Jackets. Sorry.
I don't even know what any of those words put together mean. I'm sorry, though.
Yellow Jackets, like bees.
K-Nubs. Yeah, but was it? Hold on.
He flew
dust on what?
A pile of bees to kill them. I'm assuming like it's
okay. And then he got the dust on him, and now he's itchy. Okay, I was okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
That's K-Nubs.
It used to be the opposite. Politicians used to try and reach across the aisle within reason, I think. I mean, they were always, So anyway, though, that's, we have other things to talk about. But, I mean, that's sort of, we can get into this assassin. We can get into the news today if we wanted to stay on these kind of heavy topics about this Luigi character that was basically called, the court decided today that he was not going to be tried as a terrorist. Obviously, Bowser was very, very upset about this.
They dropped 2 terrorism-related charges in the state cases.
Why?
Those were dismissed. One was a first-degree murder and an act of terrorism, and then the second-degree murder as a crime of terrorism. Both of those were dropped, and they said it was because they didn't really have sufficient evidence that the things that he did were to cause other people to do terrorism.
Okay, so he didn't fit the definition. He didn't plan
anything that way. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, and listen, Aegon in the chat says happy for Luigi, right? I mean, sure, but we're very selective, and that's another. I mean, I don't think.
I've thought a lot about this.
What do you think? I mean,
today. I feel like Charlie Kirk's assassination is different because he wasn't in a place of power, and he wasn't, running a company that affected people's actual lives. And I think the guy that Luigi killed, wasn't he like a person that was like making calls that were directly affecting people who were like in pain and suffering?
Sure,
so it's
but
a little bit of a
but if you, I look.
I think both are wrong. I still think no one should have lost their lives, but I still feel like there's still a little bit of room for
making Luigi into a hero.
No, not making him into a hero, but understanding his suffering.
Sure,
and how that guy connected to his suffering.
I don't have a problem with what he did, although it's awful, and I do, and I wish he wouldn't have done it. But like I said back then, there is a point where if you play the game by the rules that have been set up by the people in power, there's a point where when you watch your family members suffer and die because somebody wants to make more money and buy a fucking yacht or whatever it is he wants to do, it becomes very difficult. And I think maybe that would
that's what I'm saying. That's where the difference is.
Okay, but I think 1-to-1 you're absolutely right? I don't think we can point to any of the rhetoric or any of the selective editing that some of these folks in the political sphere have done that immediately leads to someone's death. But, you talk to a lot of people who are in the LGBT community, who are black, who are Muslim, who basically have been on the receiving end of some of Kirk's rhetoric. And you can go, okay, that hurt them. It didn't hurt them in the same way being denied medicine for your diabetes would hurt you. But it's neither of them, there's not a pure innocent soul, and the other guy, you make a lot of money. You make a lot of money making people mad at each other. You just do, and we know that. I don't have a problem with what he did, although it's awful. Says hi. I think I'm real. Again, I think I'm going to ban this guy because I don't think he really wants to engage. Don't ban him yet. Don't ban him yet. But let's give him a chance. He says, does the fence get uncomfortable to sit on? It's called being a grown-up and accepting that things are not black and white.
Two things can be true at one time.
Yes. I can understand that this guy has caused so much suffering and your average person is not given the levers, even with elections, because the elections are controlled by, you guessed it, the very guy who he shot with their lobbyist. Right? There's a point where you can understand and go, I get it, but I also fundamentally, morally hate it. Right? That's not about fence sitting. That's going, this is the real world, man. It's not a comic book as much as I wish it was. Sorry, pal.
How do you feel about Salvador Pereira saying, Deck Protect, I only have one political target. Jaffe.
What I love about Salvador is somebody in his life told him he was funny because he's a big member of our Discord. He does these little GIFs and memes and things. And I love Salvador. I got no issues with Salvador, but he's not funny. And it's like that friend you want to pull aside and go, it's just not working. It's not working for you. But I love you, Salvador. Okay.
Your daughter came and stole my tequila, Jaffe.
Good for her. Not good for her. Yeah, Zeke, I get it. I'm not saying they're identical, but they're, let me put it this way. Zeke says words hurt, feelings, bullets kill. Let's do a hypothetical thought experiment, right? And maybe we'll be able to get there one day. Like if you watch shows like Devs with quantum computing, or you watch movies like Dune or read books like Dune with the power that Paul Atreides has to see all the threads of any given choice that could permeate from that with the spice and everything. Let's say there's a point that we could look at Charlie Kirk or someone like him and say his rhetoric and his selective editing, and I've seen selective editing on the left as well on YouTube. They're not the only side to traffic in it. But we're just talking about him, that we could point to a level of suffering that has come at the expense of that rhetoric and how much he amplified it and how much money he made off it. if that suffering was greater than the suffering of someone that was physically assaulted or killed, does that change things for you, Zeke? Do you suddenly go, oh, because you're right, we can't quantify it right now. But if we had this magical machine, or if we had Paul Atreides and the spice, and we could quantify it, do you think then it would justify it? Give me some sugar because I got a real sweet tooth. You goddamn right, says Warped Eye. Thank you, buddy. Thank
Sweet
you, buddy.
tooth.
Thank you, Warped
What do you think? What do you think Sweet Tooth's like kink is? Like everyone has a kink, right?
Do you mean Sweet Tooth, the serial killer? The in Twisted
from
Metal?
Yeah.
I mean, his kink would have to be something like, dressing up and going to a fancy restaurant without his mask and just being normal, because he's so over the top in every other thing he does.
I like that.
That either he has to, I don't know how you can go farther. So it's probably like
his kink is being normal.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like when you hear about the people that are into domination, but or not domination, the other one, what's the masochism? Because they're big, powerful people.
They're in power.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's the one time they can release and just go, I don't have to control anything. And I need that, right? I need that balance. In his case, he's probably like, dude, I just want to go to a fucking barbecue and not use my hair.
Go to the Olive Garden.
A home cooked meal.
That's right.
A home cooked meal and like a knitted vest is
right. He just wants somebody to invite him over for Thanksgiving. You know,
that by the fire would be lovely.
Well, yeah. See, that's the problem. Whenever they see the hair, they're like, "Can we roast marshmallows, or can we, make s'mores?" And then he's like, "Oh fuck, I forgot to shut the hair off." I don't fucking know. But anyway, all right. Well, I heard the boom. The boom is text sound.
You're not addressing it. Keep going.
Come on, let's give him a behind this.
Nope.
All right, well, fine.
I was thinking, is Jamie gonna say what that is?
I knew it.
Yeah.
I like to tell the people the behind the scenes shenanigans. I find whatever.
I love that Jaffe is like so chaotically predictable.
I am.
We knew he was coming up.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm a trickster. I'm a trickster character. I want to show you guys something. This is delightful because it's probably bullshit. Now, I was too old or too young to be a kid seeing. I wasn't alive in the 50s when they did things like didn't tell the audience they were putting shockers in the seats, or they were hiring people to run through the aisles when a movie got scary, right? But there's a little bit of that we still see today. We see it in the movie Terrifier 3 that they had vomit bags they gave out in the lobby because the movie was going to be so gross. This, and I haven't seen the movie. I like a lot of the Conjuring films that I've seen. But people are saying this is a marketing stunt, even though whoever puts the movie out has not acquiesced to it. But this is pretty good if it is or if it isn't. Let me play you the clip first. This is somebody who was watching the film Conjuring Last Rites. Here you go. So apparently the film possessed him. And they had to call in a preacher with holy water to make him unpossessed, right? And then you read into it, it says, some viewers online believe this could be a clever marketing stunt. Priests have been sent to select theaters playing the new movie for, quote, protection. I love it. If I were to ever be a filmmaker, I would always be up in the marketing department going, could we do something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like, if this guy here is the priest, I don't like it, because I want a more traditional, dude with the shirt and the collar and all that shit. But what a great thing, unless he was really possessed.
If I were going to do this, I would install these little like water jets underneath the seats at the theater, and they use like a little camera to shoot a little stream of water right at like your private bits, so it looks like you peed yourself when you left the theater.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like everyone walks out pants pissed. It's like, what movie did they watch?
It's like everybody,
every single person,
pants, Billy.
Every person peed themselves.
Yeah, well,
that's good.
But the thing is, there are those 4DX theaters now that have the water they spray at you and have the seats that move and all that shit.
Yeah.
But,
these guys pissing again.
I want to see this movie. Has anybody seen The Conjuring? The Conjuring Last Rites? I would be very, very curious. By the way, Where are we at with money right now? What did we say? If we make it to $200,
We hit. Let me check because I took it off the screen when
we did
made
the Twisted Metal thing.
Yeah, I'll give you an answer right now.
Yeah, the Real Medic. I do remember that. I mean, I don't remember it, but I remember reading about it when they hit you with the shocker. Yeah, that's when you know that it's a real demon. If you're watching a movie like Avengers, or if you're watching like the Peppa Pig movie, and someone goes, then it's like, okay, this is probably
It might be real.
This is something to worry about. It's something to worry about.
What was our goal at 250, Jeffy?
I don't remember.
We had 150 for the
show, which we're doing.
250.
The 250.
250. Can we get you to wear your hat backwards and speak like a youth?
Sure.
Yeah, speak like a youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow kids. Radical, right?
Sure, but there was something else though. Does anybody remember? Okay, Norbert says the new Conjuring's nothing special. Okay. Well, I'll wait for it to come out.
Chat, let us know. What do you think that 250 donation, that goal was?
What was the
Or suggest one, chat. Suggest a goal for 250. What should we do?
What do you want, babies? What do you want, babies?
I think we get Bunny to bounce banana style.
To bounce.
Bounce. Bunny bouncing.
Yeah, Tech. Let's just
style?
totally make things sexual.
Yeah. Bunny, get sexual.
I mean,
Do
if
it.
we're gonna make money off sexualizing people, then let's fucking go all out. We will do beautiful naked women reading the video game news.
No, once we hit 250, every $20 we spin a wheel, and that host has to remove a article of clothing.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, I'm wearing 2 articles of clothing. I'm wearing pants, shirt. That's it.
If we went out, seriously, Bunny and Tech, if we went out and we found the hottest women and and I'm sure this exists, we've talked about this a little bit, but if we literally said, fuck it, let's make some real fucking money. Welcome to America. Let's go to Pornhub and or OnlyFans and do a daily, very serious, I don't mean serious like dry. There's no dryness here. No, I don't mean that, but I mean like it's, real video game data coming in about, hey, what'd you play this weekend and what's selling and what do the analysts think about what Sony's press conference was. But they are slowly removing clothing and whatnot.
That'd be good for a campsite, and you'd want a campsite that has a good gaming category.
Do you know?
Gay men.
Yeah.
Do you know a couple of women? If we went out and got 2 women to do this, and we said we're going to let you guys take 50% and we take 50%, do you think, or would they go, why do I need you? Well, because I'm in the game space and I have a little cachet in that space, and or would they say, no, we don't need you, fuck you. They just want to see our nips.
Yeah, they'd probably steal your idea.
Yeah, all right.
They'll be like, that's interesting. Let's have a meeting. Yeah. And they'll ask you a bunch of questions, and they'll jack your idea.
Right. Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not trying to become Ricky. No, fuck you. Ricky says, oh my God, just gross. I know the naked news, but it wasn't the naked video game news. Ricky says, you're digging this hole so much deeper. Why is it a hole?
No, see, because I got an idea like that too.
Yeah.
I just want to do like really cheesy pro wrestling porn.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Because they do like all the wrestling.
I need more information. Are you talking about the news of wrestling, or are you talking about women like Glow, but it's porn?
I want a wrestling federation, and it's gonna be like Glow, but porn.
Yeah, and
because they have like wrestling, like women wrestling in mud, or where they're trying to pin each other down and stuff. But I want pro wrestling. I want like the dramatics and the pageantry.
I would love that, but
yeah,
you'd have to get some really big insurance, and you couldn't do it like 24/7, right? You'd have to do it once a week. And you could do it like at a strip club, or you do it.
I'm gonna sell VHS tapes.
Okay, you need to call me if you think I could be helpful, because I would fucking make the shit out of that. I think it's great.
Yeah.
We'll
team up and make it.
And look at Ricky in there saying you're digging the hole. Fuck you. This is America. It's America. This is what you people want. This is what you people buy.
You people.
And by you people, I mean the Jews.
Okay.
I can say that.
God.
Yeah, you can say
I have the pass. I have the pass. It's right here. It's right here. It's like, oh, well, have you seen the nose? He's a Jewish guy. Ricky says, gross, yuck. Shut up. What's gross about seeing two buxom, beautiful, sexy women dressed up as superhero type characters?
I'd watch that.
And getting all...
flying off the high rope.
It's called a turnbuckle.
I don't know.
Well,
would you prefer
that's why
that
you need me.
Okay.
You need
Bunny,
me.
See, I need you.
Slamming them into the
there always has to be
apron.
a man in porn. Anyways, would you prefer, Bunny, that the women are like 6'6" and the men are like 5'1", or that the men are like 6'6" and the women are like 5'1"?
You could do the giantess wrestling shorter dudes, because that's a fucking, like, every night there's one
That's why I'm
saying it.
fringe fetish thing, which is like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
in our fetish match tonight, we've got Amazonia going up against the bagel shop guy. He's like, you're not my boss. You're not my god. And she's just like, fucking crushes him betwixt her buxom boobas.
Uh-huh. Those.
The boobas.
It's a clinical
I
term.
wish Bunny's ideas were taken seriously instead of just passed off like her opinions.
I know. Thank you for your support.
I just said I wanted to. You know what? No, I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait. All right, let's move on. Shall we?
Boobas.
You guys want to see weird? Nah, I don't care about showing weird coffins. I mean, these are pretty cool. These are coffins. I don't care. Let's do something better than that.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got.
Smells like something's burning in here.
Well, go check. Why don't you go check that out?
Or having a stroke.
Well, both things can be true. Calvin got a new fire alarm installed, and he was smoking some pot the other night, and he said that motherfucking is sensitive because it went off. And it's like, your vape made it go off. Now people might say, Jaffe, I mean, fuck you is what I'll say. I don't give him any pot.
don't.
I don't know he's doing pot. I'm saying this is a story I heard. Okay. Electric Angel says this already exists on the hub. Oh, I'm sure it does, but we could do it better. We could do it, but there's no brand
my
new
pro
idea.
wrestling porn. I see, not because I've looked up like all the wrestling porn, and like there's nothing that is quite what I'm envisioning. There's nothing. Not that I mean, unless there is now. I don't know. Maybe I said it so much somebody stole my idea.
Yeah,
But
no,
when I looked years ago, there was nothing that was quite what I was talking
even if
about.
there was 20 things, the question is, can you do it better? Right? Now, I don't know. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know, there is a real thing where things are saturated and you have to work harder. It's been hard for us on YouTube because there's so many people on YouTube. But, you know, I don't know if we could compete against the wrestlers, but we might be able to.
I got other ideas. I mean, I really think, and I say this one all the time because I'm really hoping somebody will steal it because I want to attend this
Okay.
strip club with trampoline stages.
That's
Why is that not a thing? It's so simple.
No, because if they have insurance for poles, they should have insurance for
Yeah,
trampoline.
they're flipping around and acting all goofy anyway. And every strip club I ever worked in, everybody was drunk.
Yeah.
So people were falling off the stage all the time, and that was on them.
Interesting. Well, I'm a fan. JSD says, I may have already read this. Bunny, you look good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's nice, JSD. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. We appreciate it.
you.
What's the problem, Ricky? Ricky really doesn't like it when we talk about sex. Some people get grossed out by talking about sex.
I'm sorry, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky, we'll keep it PG for you.
Moderate,
I was really prepared to keep it PG tonight because Tech had done a really good job of explaining to me that maybe the show would do better, you know, because he says, you know, he painted a pretty compelling picture, which is if somebody comes and they only watch for 2 minutes and the first thing they see is you guys talking about cow cunnilingus, they might click off and not get that you're being so stupid intentionally. And he just, I don't know. I don't know with this guy. If Jaffe backed a hub wrestling program, it would get picked up from all sorts of gaming sites. Jaffe's name takes care of marketing sometimes. Thank you for that. Thank you for the membership total package, 2K. What is a hub? What is a hub? What is that? I don't know what a hub wrestling.
Porn.
Oh, Pornhub.
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 Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, we'll do wrestling and we'll do the news, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tell you guys some behind the scenes stuff because Tech's not here. Listen to this.
Yeah.
So Paul's ego who I like very much. He gave us a lot of great advice and shit. Can I not say this?
Nope.
Bunny, fill the dead air.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to read your lips. I was trying to do y'all a service and read his lips, but his mustache makes it a little hard with the shadow. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Y'all having fun? I got another bottle of wine. I probably shouldn't have started. This is why I stopped drinking before, because I do like drinking. I just don't like being drunk. It's not scripted. I don't know what's going on. If it's scripted, then I'm out of the loop. I don't think it's scripted. Jaffe's all the time about to say something that he ought not to say. So I think that's what is happening. Y'all, I can start doing. So I've just been doing Electric Angel. I've been doing one detailed clown look on Fridays, but like I can go back to doing simple ones throughout the week. And then it just I shift my schedule around to do my clown makeup.
Oh my fucking God. Okay. Listen to me.
Okay.
Paul's ego, he's busy. He's not going to come here. I like him. He was giving us a lot of good tips because he's got a very successful channel with his buddies. And he's like, hey, we should get you guys on the show to help promote your show, but also talk about your weird experiment and, all kinds of shit. And I'm like, well, that's win-win. You guys hopefully get some entertaining guests and content. And we get new people to learn about what we're doing. And I asked Tech the other day, I said, how's that going? Are we going to go over on their show? And he says, no, I must have pissed off Paul's ego because he said he's mad at me now. And I said, what the fuck is he mad at you about? He's like, I think it was Anthony. He's like, he really likes Anthony, and I was shitting on Anthony, and he doesn't know. And I said, well, Tech, you need to go repair.
He doesn't.
I was just telling him right then.
Anthony's the content, so
Yeah,
like
right.
I kind of get it.
But I said, you need to go fucking repair that relationship because, A, Paul was a nice guy, nice enough to come on our show and help us out. And as importantly, frankly, we could use those guys' help. Don't fuck that shit up. Yeah, I think I'm real, says Tech's an obvious massive liability for your content. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Yeah, Paul's ego versus Tech's ego. Hang on. The one problem is with this, I can't put it down.
Mm-hmm. In your, yep. 5-year-old ingenuity.
Watch this, boys.
All right, the problem with Paul's ego is that, like a couple weeks ago, me and him had a conversation about, oh, I want Jaffe on the show, I want you on the show, let's get this done. And I was like, okay, we'll talk about it. And a couple days later, I go out, I'm like, all right, cool, let's set up the date. You tell me when you want to do this conversation, you and your host, or I'll get Jaffe involved. You just give me a date. Tell me the date, Paul. Send me that date, we'll do it. I'm talking about the date for us to sit down, have a conversation, meet the other guys, do the formal background stuff of like, this is who we are, this is who you are, blah, blah, what day do you want to do the show? He thought that I came to him and demanded, put me on the show, give me the day, we'll be there. No prep. This motherfucker heard me say, give me the date, and was like, he's demanding to be on my show? That's kind of weird. That's kind of forward.
He thought you were demanding that we be on the show? I thought...
Immediately. He was like, Tech came to me and was like, he wants to be on the show and give him the day that the show is going to go and make that happen already. I was like, no, you stupid. I was saying, tell me what day we can meet up and have a conversation.
Okay, but
well, hold on, because if you still want to go on his show, maybe you shouldn't be calling him stupid right now.
No, he fucked up. He fucked up a lot. He keeps fucking up.
Your ego is going to kill this channel, Tech.
No, Paul's ego.
No.
Tech's ego.
Yes.
That's the...
Hey, George, good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. He says, "Where's Tony Clifton?" I'm telling you, I don't have a Tony Clifton, but I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy, for being such a supporter for so long. It helps a great deal. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for filling up that dead air, Bunny, by the way.
Frank
Appreciate
says, if you're
did.
interested, I can set it up so you can host a show at a bar close to Comic-Con next year. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, buddy. I would love that, Frank Blasey. All you got to do is say his name right, and he'll be there for you. You guys have been fucking that up. I would love it.
Where do you say that?
Up top there. We would love that, man. That would be fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I was trying to read your lips, Tech, but your mustache made it hard, if you must know.
Yeah.
So
I bet you hear that all the time when they're trying to listen to the whispers of the kitty cat.
What? What?
You got pubes or some joke about pubes. Anyways, we solved the fire problem, Jaffe. Fire averted.
PK99 said that I increased viewership and it went up to 153. So
Thanks, Frank. Thanks, buddy. PK said that.
Yeah.
PK is my best friend.
yeah, PK.
Thank
said,
you, Becky Boo, for sending over your members. Hello, Becky Boo.
Hey!
They thought it was Bunny. It's really Becky, but Jaffe gets us confused too.
Did
so.
Bunny send us her members tonight?
Yeah, Bunny sent
Oh,
us
I
her
did.
members.
Not Bunny, Becky. God damn it.
You said Bunny.
the other B.
I get them all mixed up. I don't know who these people are.
All you and your birds.
Yeah, my birds.
All
all my
women
birds.
look the same.
And they would all sound the same if they would shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about? A silent voice is still a voice.
Yeah, so
Misogyny.
Chongo just sent me something that says Charlie Kirk takes down anti-gay extremist. So yeah, maybe, you know, again, like I said, I know gay people online who have said that he was not. What I saw was he said, I'm not opposed to gay folks. He says, I don't approve of their lifestyle. But he was like, I don't hate them. I can't prove that's true or not. I have seen some clips about other things he said that I find very offensive, but I haven't seen that one yet. So yeah. You know what's interesting too, though? Well, didn't we had it? We were going to move on. We're going to move on to another topic. We beat this one to death. We beat this one to death. I've been entertainment all my life, says Nikki Cross. Ego is simply insecurity, trying to protect what you have because you're afraid someone else does it better. Or at least that is the perception. Interesting. Well, we appreciate the insight. You should come on the show and tell us how to make a better mousetrap. Seriously, Nikki Cross, I ain't joking with you, baby. Jaffe just can't handle the I thought Stick was in a better place. Let's move on though, shall we? Okay. I just want to play something for you. This is a clip. Can we talk about UFOs or no? We don't want to talk about UFOs.
We can talk about UFOs.
Thank you, Bunny.
Would that make you happy?
Yes, Bunny.
Okay.
Look, man, this is a clip from, I want to say 1994 or whatever. This is one of the most, according to people that follow this stuff, one of the most credible guys in the sort of UFO community, which is Bob Lazar. And if you don't remember, Bob Lazar is the same guy that was talking about that we watched a body language expert look at him and say, I don't see that this guy is lying, right? So he was talking back in, here you go, I'll play you the clip. It's a very quick clip, but this is him in
So there's a plate, there's
96, okay? And I want you to think about, this is well before what the UFO people have been saying recently, which is like we're seeing orbs, we're seeing these spheres of light that maybe they're sentient, all this stuff. That's modern.
Yeah.
Back then it was close encounters and flying saucers and all that shit, okay? I think Stephen Greer is a quack, Willie Farnsworth. I don't think Bob Lazar is, but hey, he may be. I don't know. But I want to show you this. It's not that we're not going to put the positive Charlie Kirk video on. We wanted to move on, and I can put it on later. Yeah, Nick Cross, we would love that. We'll reach out. Absolutely. Tech, make a note of that, please. It's 47 seconds. This is him in 1996.
There's what they call Omicron configuration, where the craft is using one generator, or Delta configuration, where it's utilizing all three. Delta configuration would be for space travel. Essentially, the craft will tilt up on its side, focus the 3 gravity generators to a single point, and move through space that way. If you were going to see one of these crafts at night operating, it would appear really as a glowing ball or just a bright light in the sky from a distance. Even close up, you'd see a glowing halo around it. What you're dealing with is a high energy source in essentially a gas atmosphere, oxygen, nitrogen. And when you apply enough energy to a gas molecule, they emit photons, they emit light.
Right? So that was what he was saying, what is that, 20, 30 years ago at this point. And that's a lot what we're seeing now. I'm an open-minded fella. Bob Lazar, have you seen his car that runs on an element of fusion, says Kim. I have not, no. Matthew says Bob Lazar is either telling the truth or has completely and totally convinced himself he's telling the truth. Right. No, I mean, I think there's some truth to this. Now, this one's a little weirder, though. This was last night in China. I don't know if you saw this video where they shoot down I've never seen a missile shoot down. I'm assuming it's a missile. Something, it's almost like Israel's Iron Dome. Something shot this thing down. Whether it was a meteorite or a UFO, I don't know.
Residents in Shandong province reported witnessing an unusual aerial event on the evening of September 12th. A bright light appeared in the sky, moving swiftly before 2 loud booms and visible flashes were observed. Videos recorded by locals rapidly spread online, drawing widespread attention. Witness accounts describe an object traveling at high speed along a curved path, followed by another luminous object approaching from a different direction. When the two crossed, a flash and loud explosion occurred, leaving many unsure of what had taken place. Analysts suggest the event may have been a missile interception test, with one projectile serving as a simulated target and the other as an interceptor. Such exercises are commonly conducted to test air defense capabilities. Despite this explanation, speculation continues. Some believe it could have been re-entering space debris, while others suggest a drone or even an unidentified object. With no official confirmation provided, the incident remains a source of curiosity and debate.
What do you think it was, B?
I don't know. Because I feel like if they do tests like that, I feel like they should probably tell people because people panic.
Yeah,
so if it's that, I feel like they should probably tell people.
Yeah. You did see the footage of that Hellfire missile that everyone's talking about?
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? A lot of people are like, oh, it's a balloon, it's a balloon, it's a balloon. I mean, again, I don't fucking know. Maybe it's a fucking balloon. That's certainly more of a logical, Occam's razor. But at the same time, when you look at the balloon exploding or ripping, it doesn't get all weird and collapse into just, but more importantly, the 3 things that come out of it, because people have done side-by-side comparisons of the balloon, the Chinese balloon that we hit with a missile, and all the debris just, it sent kind of paper, cloth, whatever, everywhere. 3 things came out of the same position, and they all were shaped identically. So you're telling me a missile glances off this, and there's only 3 pieces of debris, and they all are identically shaped? That seems a little weird. That seems
like evenly spaced out.
Yeah. Listen to this. Charles Darwin says, I saw and recorded a UFO today. Well, hey, man, if that's true, please upload it. Yeah, we'd like to see it.
Speaking about uploads, Jaffe, have you heard?
What?
Stick Solid got a new puppy.
Yeah.
It's not a new puppy.
Look at the baby.
But it's a new puppy. You got a new dog.
Oh, but he said he had that in his truck and he brought it in. I think he mentioned, but it's super cute regardless. And I think sooner than later,
that's his new baby.
It's going to realize what an evil person Stick is, and he's going to run. You can defend him all you want. This is like, no. It's like you're dating the high school bully. He's a mean guy.
What?
Stick's always mean to me.
He's not a mean guy.
All right, fair enough. Now look, is this dog going to sit with him in the truck when he drives? Is he going to do that and like?
Let's ask. Tell us, Stick. What's the plan with the new dog?
And he'll protect him and everything.
That's his adventure buddy.
I love that. Why is Jaffe so much hate for the puppy? I love puppies. I love dogs, man. Congrats, Tare. Tare's dog just turned 10.
No, baby.
Jaffe, have you ever done a daily dose of internet segment? Is that like the internet hobo? I don't know what that is, Emily. Short Kid, thank you for the super chat. Have we reached the gold door yet? Not tonight. We're trying to remember what the fuck the goal was at.
Yeah, tell us what the goal is.
It
guys.
was. I know what the goal was.
What?
It was. You said that y'all were gonna get Olive Garden for the thing next week.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
got a 200.
No, 250. We'll do Olive
okay,
Garden for lunch
250.
with Jaffe. But that's just for us though. We got to give something for the chat too though. What do they get? They're like, great, Jaffe, you get your breadsticks. Who gives a shit?
Chat, throw some suggestions of what you want for the goal. All right.
How much are we away? We're less than $100 away.
I'll let you know
from it. So come on now. I don't hate cats. I'm allergic to cats. Yeah, the 150 was the Twisted Metal stuff. Absolutely. Live stream the Olive Garden. All right. Tech and I'll tell you what, for lunch tomorrow, Tech and I will go to the Olive Garden and have lunch if we get 250. Where are we at now? Let me see where we're at first.
We're about 50 away.
All right. If we get $300, $100 more, we will live stream from the Olive Garden tomorrow. Tech, you got time? We can go to lunch at the Olive Garden? Tech?
Yeah, we can do it. Sorry, I was muted. I'm doing the background stuff.
All right, there we go. Are goals always food? No, somebody came up with that one. I liked it. Emily will look into it then. No, not 300 is different than 50. What I'm saying is we're $50 away. Let's make $100 away. Is what I'm saying, because now we actually have to leave the house, and that's a thing, and we have to stream and all that, which we love doing. But hey, One Pump Man, you guys should hit up Rich from Review Tech. He is his producer, Bob Lavari, can help you guys or give some tips. Yeah, reach out to him, Tech. You already screwed the pooch with fucking Paul's ego. You might as well, fix some shit.
Paul fucking screwed the pooch with me. All right, different.
Seriously, can you reach out to this guy? I like Rich. Reach out to his producer.
Will do. We're $7 through.
Thank you, One Pump. Listen to this. If we get to 300, says Frank, the chat gets to vote on what you order. Oh, no. 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 That's
Jaffe, don't eat meat.
What do you get?
I get fettuccine Alfredo with the sauce on the side and breadsticks so I can dip the breadsticks into the sauce on the side. It is one of the greatest inventions ever. I will go and pretend to be a total convert to a religion with the waitress. Or maybe a cult. And Tech can say his character will be, he's there to convince me I need to leave the cult, and I will role play that character for the waitress the entire time. How about that? How about that, boys?
That's fair.
Death Proof says that Rich is spiraling into another mental breakdown. What's he doing?
Bring him in.
Yeah, I think he's coming. Yeah, you come to the right place. But isn't he doing his show right now? Review Tech. What's he spiraling out about though? Left Control says he's not spiraling. I don't fucking know. I don't know what he's doing.
No.
Okay. So there we go. Where did Tech go? I am getting hungry though. What'd you eat tonight, Bunny? What do you usually eat for dinner? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. It varies. I eat something different all the time. Sometimes I'll eat miso soup.
You say that so delightful. It was very cute.
Thank you.
But it's not as cute as this. Oh, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh. I said sometimes I'll make an omelet. I love a 3 a.m.
What do you put in what is in that?
put spinach in it, and sometimes I'll put mushrooms, bacon bits, or sometimes no bacon bits and cheese.
Okay, you got yourself a little. You're a regular Chef Ramsay.
Yep, that's me.
Pair of creepy clowns arrested in Seattle. Are these your brethren?
Free my people.
Yeah, a pair of Seattle teens found themselves in trouble with the law after they donned creepy clown mask and menaced some strangers. I think it was menacing the strangers that did it. In what they claimed was merely a misguided prank. 2 women told patrol officers about a weird encounter they had. They were approached by 2 men in clown masks, one of whom appeared to be brandishing a gun. It was actually a horn lady.
Lord.
Understandably frightened by the seemingly armed harlequins, the victims smartly fled the scene before dutifully reporting their chilling experience to cops. You know what I love is when people put the adjective in the wrong place. Like when they talk about Robert Redford dying today, it said like Robert Redford has sadly passed away at 89. And I'm like, do you mean Robert Redford, or do you mean sadly, Robert Redford has passed away? Or are you trying to say that as he was dying, he was sad? Because when you say sadly passed away, that's what you're saying. It's like he
sadly did.
He sadly lost his life essence.
Jaffe loves nuance.
I love the English language so we can communicate and make it clear. You know, we could all do with a little bit of fucking nuance and a little bit of quality English language, because that might be one of the reasons we're in so much trouble. Here's some good news, though. Death has a... it's weird because you'd think this would come out on Cinco de Mayo or De los de la Muerte or whatever it's called.
Same day, yeah.
No, it's not. Cinco de Mayo is not the Day of the Dead, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Dia de los Muertos is the day after Halloween, and
Right.
Cinco de Mayo is the 5th of May.
But if you are into such brilliant games such as Marvel Snap, you can get a free Death card. Death's a great card, by the way. If any card in the game, not just on your side, that dies in the game, the cost of this card will drop, right? She used to have more points. She used to be like a 10, so they've nerfed her a little bit. It's a good card. So pick that up if you're into such nerdy shit like I am.
I don't know what that is.
I know you don't, baby. I know. Let's see what else. Let me ask you this. I have a question for you guys. Somebody tweeted this picture, and I'm going to put it up in a second, and says, for those who don't know, 95% of Houston looks like this. And then somebody retweeted it and says, most of the USA looks like that. That's why everyone's miserable. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong here. Is this what...
Are you showing it?
I'm about to. Is this what most people's towns look like? I mean, I grew up in Alabama and Birmingham. Our town didn't look like this. Parts of it did.
I know a lot of towns that do look like this.
Okay. I mean, parts of it did, but we also had nice suburbs and nice, upscale neighborhoods and business centers and stuff. But do you think most people's neighborhoods where they live, this is kind of what they live in, this kind of environment?
Yeah. I think like every county around here has at least 1 or 2 cities that look just like this. And that's where most everybody lives.
Interesting. NC says no. Canada says yes, says Demon. Short Kid says, I know of places. Emily says, pretty much. That's the Boston Post Road I was from, says Frank.
Or said more potholes. That's right.
Yeah.
I know a town that looks exactly like this, but more potholes.
I mean, look, you get used to anywhere probably, but I don't know. I think if I lived in a little town like this, it would be depressing. Is that elitist and classist to say? Or it is depressing?
No, it is depressing.
Okay.
It's depressing. Yeah.
Like if I could live in a fantasy town, I would live in Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I would totally live here.
It's so cozy.
It's so cozy. It's like a little,
It's like fall all the time.
It's fall all the time. Little cozy places. Where would you live? What fictional town, Bunny? And you can still come visit me in Stars Hollow, but what fictional town would you live in is what I would like to know.
Ohio.
That's not a town. That's a state.
It's the whole state of Ohio.
That was
town.
the joke. It's
Okay.
Fictional town.
I mean, would
Halloween Town.
From the show, from
Done.
the movie.
From the movie, yeah.
What does that look like? I mean, I know,
Or is that Halloween Town too? See, this white man or we would be best friends in real life.
oh well, yeah, no, we absolutely would.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at that. And then where? I bet Tech would live on Coruscant. In
Coruscant from Star Wars?
Yeah, you would live here. This would be your home.
No, Coruscant has so many layers inside of it that they're like unexplored past like the 250th layer. And there's just like huge crime syndicates. I would fear for my life. That place is worse than Gotham. I wouldn't live in Gotham.
Would you? Where would you live in Star Wars?
Look up Lazy Town if you can.
The
Put it on
exercise
screen.
place? You ain't living in a place with exercise.
Look up Lazy Town. No, there's other guys that are
what's his
exercising.
name?
I can be the lazy guy in Lazy Town.
You would be beat up by, was that Robbie Rotten? Or I don't
Robbie
know.
Rotten? No, me and Robbie Rotten would get
Porn
along.
star's name.
I would love a Lazy Town.
Hang on.
Yeah. They beat you up.
When you can't get into Lazy Town.
Yeah, I got too much energy.
If you don't know
I'd be
the
like,
if you don't know the
"Get
lore, bunny, there's no clowns in Lazy Town.
Oh.
She don't know the lore.
All right, here's Lazy Town.
Lazy Town came out when I was much older.
There's no what in
I
Lazy
had no
Town?
business watching it.
No clowns in Lazy Town.
They're freaky.
Well, that's
looking
just
people.
racist.
Well, there's Lazy Town.
Yeah.
But, okay, but that's Robbie Rotten. But this guy's the good guy who kind of looks. Is it played by the same?
Sporticus.
Is he the same actor?
No, different guy.
Okay.
Sporticus is played by an actual like Olympian. Like he was in the Olympics.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
I'm just
He's
gonna
dead,
say
by the way.
I'm just gonna say it.
Say it.
So, you know, he died.
What are
of
we
cancer.
all? What are we all thinking?
Keemstar.
Nope.
alternate universe Keemstar.
Nope.
I feel like I know.
He's been in the
Does
news.
it have something?
Oh, he for sure has some neck pain.
Yes. But he does. He looks like Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. Yeah. Okay.
He does. I mean, not
The
anymore.
hair, the hair. Yeah.
Well, no, the mouth. I think he's very. Yeah, Ricky
Oh.
got
Yeah.
it. Ricky got it.
Saying a weird.
You want to see the
Yeah.
house I grew up in? Nobody cares.
There's
There's no address. There's no address.
Yeah, but it's
Where's-
easily discoverable.
I didn't
Jaffe.
live there
Oh.
now.
Yeah, but then like do you want people reaching out to people that are currently living there?
Who's gonna do that?
Wow, the internet. Welcome to the
do.
internet, Jaffe.
All right, never mind. We were gonna have a nice time. Nobody likes our Olive
Reminiscent.
Garden plans. We're terrible at this. Go over
That's
to
true.
Locale and come right back and tell us what their goals are. Let's do their goals.
Okay.
Because
BRB.
they make so.
It's gonna be like eat a raw onion.
I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna see if I can hop
That's what
onto
I'm
their
saying.
stream. Who's streaming? Oh, it's Xylee and Billy. I'll go to members waiting.
God, no! Don't! Oh
He's
God!
doing it.
Yeah.
He's gonna go act fake nice to Zolly's face, even though he talks a bunch of shit about her on here.
I did not. Well, yeah. Right. See, no, I did not watch the wings thing. People were saying something about Pepsi. I don't fucking know. I don't follow that stuff. I'm a goddamn serious broadcaster. I'm here to, I don't know. I'm here to educate. I'm an educator fundamentally.
Yeah, that's it.
If I
that's what we
could,
do.
I would be teaching it at a school with like Balake and Aaron. That's where I would be teaching.
Molding the minds of America.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let me in.
Of course, they won't let you
Yeah,
in.
duh.
Because they're fucking afraid. But what is their goal, Tech? Do you remember the goal we sent you over there to do?
They don't have a goal on stream.
Okay. Oh, look at Stick Solid. Hi, Stick Solid. You so want to be pulled into a conversation, don't you? Don't you?
So Jaffe dropped the Charlie Kirk thing because he's on the wrong side of history and is embarrassed, or why did that get nixed? What's nixed mean?
Removed.
Cut out.
I don't know what he's talking about. Does he mean what got nixed? We talked about Charlie Kirk tonight. What are you talking about, Stick Solid? Well, I thought you were going to play some Kirk clips. Well, I played one. I can play another one. Send me one. There was one that it looked like, it sounded like, I haven't seen it, but it sounded like he was standing up for gay folks to some degree. And I've said, I've said, I'm sure there are, I don't think he is necessarily the boogeyman, but I think he said a lot of things, and he was a manipulative grifter, and you knew where his bread was buttered. But that doesn't mean he was a comic book character like a lot of people want to portray him.
You know what would be good? Because people are like, where's the good clips of Charlie Kirk? If you are a Charlie Kirk fan, tag us in the Madhouse chat on our Discord with the fucking clip. Yeah. Let us see what you think is the best representation of this guy. We'll leave it to you.
Jaffe, what's the best way to make sure you see story ideas? Send them to Tech and me in a DM and Bunny, and one of us will see them, because we talk every day before the show around 3 or 4 o'clock. And one of us will be like, oh yeah, let's see if anybody got any ideas. Absolutely. Okay. Well, all right. What else are we talking about tonight, boys? I know we're doing Twisted Metal. Time to wrap it up, Tech, or we want to talk a little bit more? What's going on?
We got 20 more minutes.
Okay. Well, I'm
unless you're raring to watch Twisted Metal right
now.
No,
I'm good. I'm good to go. I just, I'm not even a huge Kirk fan, he says. I just think it's funny. You said you were going to play multiple clips, and you played one hand-picked one that you ended up having to no. That's not even wrong. I played 2 clips, and I didn't know. The one I played that I picked was absolutely accurate, and there is no apology for that one. The second one I was explaining, and Tech was the one who said that particular clip is not what I think it is, and I walked it back, and I apologized. Yeah.
His name's funny to say, though.
Something.
You're going to do what now?
Get something.
Okay.
You're going to get something.
I'm currently playing, Frank, a lot of Chronos. I'm enjoying that game very, very much. Let me see. Tech, take the chat. I got to see what my boy needs.
Well, chat, I got a lot of fans playing in my background. Hopefully you don't hear it all, but we had a small fire incident in the house. We resolved it. It's fixed. But yeah, if you have a Charlie Kirk video you want us to look at that paints him in a positive light, share it with us. We'll put it on the show. We'll give him a fighting chance in hell. But, as the statement goes. Anyways, new Lego game was dope. I like the new Lego game. Jaffe played with a longtime supporter of the show, Mr. Rob the Mod. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Also a game dev.
Okay, so Stick says, how about when you went on the live stream and said you were so glad the shooter wasn't left appearing, and it ended up that they are? Well, again, first off, what's that? What is that?
It's a cup. It's a cup.
Oh, okay.
Cute.
What are we doing?
Jaffe's texting. You're holding a Star Cup, and I
got wine in it.
Wow.
Look how cute.
Right. So there is debate over how left this guy was, and there's a lot of, there's a lot of different stories. But again, let's say what some people are saying. Let's say he was.
What?
Let's say what some people are saying, Stick Solid, is ends up being absolutely true, which he was super, super, super left. Okay, that sucks then. But so what? I mean, the idea that some people are like, oh, he was dating a trans woman. Okay. So what? What does that have to do with anything? The guy shot someone. He's a murderer. He should be held accountable for what he did. But what do I care who he dates? I don't understand that. But Tara says, yeah, if you guys have a chat, I can be invited to help and easily submit stuff and myself for topic ideas. We'll look into that. I'm not sure if that particular conversation we have every day makes the most sense for that, but we can talk to Tech about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, forcing something. I mean, the problem with that, Nick Cross, though, is everybody has a different take on what that means. When you say he was okay with anyone being what they want to be as long as they aren't forcing it into society or anyone's face. Well, I mean, we know that's not true because he didn't seem to have a problem with the 10 Commandments being put up in public schools, right? That's forcing someone's religion into schools and into kids' faces. So I would say if what you're saying is true, I would say it's probably more accurate to say it's true-ish, and that he was perhaps selective. But again, prove me wrong on that. You may be absolutely right on that. I don't know, but that's not what I heard. But you could be absolutely right. In fact,
I don't know anything. I'm just a little idiot.
That's not nice. Hang on. I want to see if I can find this. I mean, you're not going to convince. Go ahead. What's up with the youth?
What's the next step here? I was gonna say, should we have a What's Up with the Youth concert, Jaffe? A revival?
Why not?
Our good friend of the stream.
I think Corey Feldman, I think what's weird. Yeah, see, this is the real problem with, I don't know what else I can do. Darth Nugget says, you guys are all selective. No pride flags for him. No Jesus stuff for you. Same shit. Right. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem. I mean, to be fair, there is a difference between separation of church and state, and church is the 10 Commandments, religion and state. The pride flag isn't. But yeah, I don't care if you want to not have gender specific pride flags in a school. But that applies across the board, though, and fundamentally, there are things I don't like, and there are things you don't like. But we have to be, you're not ever going to get your way fully. No one is in a republic. That's kind of the idea in a lot of ways. So yeah, I would prefer the 10 Commandments or the Torah or the Quran, or the Book of the Dead are not taught in schools as fact. But if they want to kind of talk about religious history, sure, why not? But, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think, I think there are some people like that, but I think the fact, can you hear me? There we go. Hang on. I think the idea that you insist on buying into the rhetoric on both sides. Now, this is a both side thing. That one side is absolutely right and the other side are cartoon villains like we were talking about earlier. You have to know you're being played. You have to know that's not really how things are. And just because I think religion is stupid, I wouldn't take your right away. And just because you think all trans people, have problems that can't be fixed the way I think they can be fixed or made to have good, happy lives, leave me alone. Leave my kids alone. If you become a trans person or you realize you're trans, or if you have a child and they're trans, well, guess what? You get to parent that kid the way you want. And you can have an opinion, but I don't need your help as a parent of a trans kid. I never asked for your help. Trans parents never asked for your help. I imagine religious people never reached out
certainly they didn't reach out to me and ask for my help as an atheist agnostic when it came to how to interpret their Bible study class. So we should all butt the fuck out of people's lives and stop hating each other so fucking much. I don't get it.
People do what they want to do.
Yeah, okay, but Darth Nugget, I get it, but this is the problem. He says that's fucked up for the kid if you believe the parent is wrong. I believe it's fucked up to raise your children to believe that there's a guy in the sky that created the universe. I believe you're raising a moron who doesn't have critical thinking. But you know what? I also recognize that that's just my opinion, man, and you have a right to your opinion. So unless what you're saying is you want to be able to decide what people can do, I'm meeting you halfway. I'm going, I get you don't agree with a lot of the shit I think. And I wish that you at least respected the fact that I'm a relatively intelligent guy with life experience in this subject. And I wish that you could say, okay, I don't agree. I don't really understand his take, but hey, it's not my fucking life. But, you know, there's a lot of things religions do that I find abhorrent, that I find worrisome to kids. Hell, you guys want to talk about trans shooters like it's an epidemic. Okay, it's not. It's not, but okay. Then you have to also go, okay, well, if trans people shouldn't have guns, according to what Trump wanted, then nobody should ever be able to go to a church. Because the number of children who have been diddled in a church by the powers that be in a church is massive compared to the number of shooters, let alone the number of trans shooters. Okay, so I would just assume no, I will let the parents take care of if they want to send their kids to a religious experience. And you guys, I trust it. I'm going to have to trust it.
You know what we should trust?
What's that?
We should trust in Bobo Brown.
Look at his little
buddy.
face.
Look at this little guy.
Look at
what
you,
a cute little
baby.
guy.
Oh, I wish he could hear us talking to him because he doesn't even know how cute we think. He doesn't even know how cute we think he is.
He hates us.
Bobo Brown, Bobo baby, you're so sweet.
We have 4
love
minutes,
you.
Jaffe.
We love you.
Well, we had 4
Bobo.
minutes, but Becky Boop's network just tuned in with their viewers. Everyone say hi to the Becky Boop heads.
Hey, Miss Becky Boop heads.
Thank you. I thought you said so. It was me earlier that made it go up.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hang on, I worry about this. The Becky Boop universe today is 3 months old. Congratulations to the Becky
Boop baby.
Happy birthday.
universe. Becky Boop babies.
Yeah.
You're all Becky Boop babies. Welcome to the show. We're about to wrap up our political talk, but we'll talk about various things. Ghetto God says, how do you feel about aligning yourself with the violent psychopaths that are calling for more conservatives to be
Wow, remember how we signed that off? Remember how we continued off of that? Yeah,
Okay.
read a different one.
I'll read a different one, but just so you know, I don't agree with that, and I don't think that represents the majority of humans on the planet. Most people, certainly most Americans, don't agree with that.
Wow, the nice wrap up there. Bunny, are you wearing new thigh highs? Are those new?
No.
Wow, they look so well kept. Do you keep your clothing really well kept? Is it like a thing?
I do.
Wow,
Of course.
Jaffe,
I
how?
spend a lot of money on clothes, so yeah, of course.
Yeah, Jaffe, how old is your oldest shirt?
6 years old.
6 years old? Here's a better question. How old is your oldest pair of underwear?
A year.
A year?
Yeah, I just bought new underwear and new T-shirts.
I got some 7-year-old veteran underwear hanging about. I'm pretty sure.
You say that like it's something to brag about, though.
Yeah, there's a difference between me and you. Is that I barely wear underwear. All right, that pair of underwear has seen my cheeks maybe like 5 times. All right, it's had about 2 years of vacay. All right, it had never had a touch of cheek.
Well, these are not things to brag about, Tech. It makes
I'm not
you
saying
sound,
I'm bragging
it makes you
about
sound
it,
like a
but I am letting you know.
Yeah, get some panties.
Oh. Wait, why? What's the difference between panties?
Nothing, but at least maybe you'll be more comfortable wearing
you might
them.
enjoy them. Yeah, you might enjoy them more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think
Never
so.
know. If you don't wear your underwear, I'm assuming you don't like them. So try new.
I don't like.
ones.
Yeah, I
Have you
don't
tried
like underwear.
thongs?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, not for me.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else. Jaffe, want to smoke a bowl? I can't, loud pack. I'm starting to worry I'm becoming a drug addict or something because I drank.
Jaffe.
No, you're a bad influence. You shut up. Look, my mama said you're a bad influence.
So you think I'm a drug addict? That's what you think of me, Jaffe? You think I'm just a drug addict?
Just because you're a drug
What am I?
addict doesn't mean I don't have great affection for you. I have great affection for you.
You think I'm a drug addict? Okay. I'm a
Corey,
drug
look,
addict.
Corey
I
Haim
get
and
it.
Corey Feldman were drug addicts, but I still enjoyed, License to Drive.
All the best
and-
people are.
Right. I'm just accepting that I'm not the best people. Because
Weed's not a drug.
Well, look, I've been smoking a lot of weed.
Medicine God wanted you to have.
I've been smoking a lot of weed. I drank on Friday. I just have to be careful, and if someone like Becky Boop were to come into the show, that might convince me to take some pot tonight. But if that's not happening, I can't be there for you in that way. I just can't.
Willie Farnsworth quoted you correct. Jezebel, drug addict.
Yeah.
Said Jaffe.
But see, I don't mind being called a drug addict. No, I know a lot of bands. Clinton's in the chat. Clinton wrote something in the comments the other day on our YouTube channel, which I found incredibly incorrect. But now I don't remember what it was.
Is this Bill or the other one?
No, it's just his name is Clinton, or their name is Clinton, and maybe we should look that up and address it. Because I was like going, what did you just write? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bunny.
Yes.
Who is the shortest man you've ever had sex with? Like how tall was he?
Wow. Okay.
This is gonna come as a surprise to you, but probably the one with dreads. He was about my height when he had his hair down, so he was about 5'3".
Okay, but you would have sex with Danny DeVito.
Would you?
I'd have sex with someone shorter than me. Yeah,
Well,
I'm not heightest.
One moment.
So
You see what I just did? I said you
What?
would have sex with Danny DeVito, and you ricocheted off that like the Hellfire ricocheted off the UFO the other day.
Oh.
Would you have sex with Danny DeVito?
if I knew him and
he's your favorite
made
guy.
me laugh enough, probably.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but I'm not just gonna have sex with somebody. I wouldn't just have sex with Gerard Butler. What kind of loose woman do you take me for, Jack?
Sorry,
Listen,
Jezebel
listen,
drug addict
Jezebel.
floozy. is what
Look,
he's-
you're telling me you would have to get to know Ruben Studdard or Gerard Butler or Danny DeVito if one of them came and knocking at the door and said, I'm prompt and primed and ready.
Yeah, like they're gonna have to make me laugh or something. Like, do a trick. I don't know. Do something.
Okay. All right.
Do a trick. Or Ojai says, we're all the same height in bed, Jaffe.
No, we're not.
That's right. Laying down.
No,
You're the same height.
Yeah, you don't notice. You don't notice.
Well, you don't notice
My
it,
tum-
but
My tummy comes out a bit more than yours.
And it's not real.
okay. So Clinton says I said the show was too long and your mic was too loud. Right. He said, yeah, the show needs structure. And I'm like, yeah, but that's Friday High Day, man. I'm like, the show has structure. We had a main topic tonight. We had an intro tonight. We have a wrap up tonight. That's our format. But Friday High Day, the whole point is it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's time to lean back in the chair, Jaffe.
All right, well, all right.
Tech's just getting loose.
Tech's getting loose like a big
Don't get too loose or Jackie will judge you.
I got whiskey.
No.
And it's the good whiskey too.
You know how long you slept today?
Well, I had a circumstance come up.
Yeah, you were drunk. That's your circumstance.
A friend of mine was dealing with a personal issue.
Yeah.
It was like a life is awful type of night for them.
Yeah, well, to quote Peter Parker in Sam Raimi's classic film Spider-Man, I fail to see how that's my problem. Well, hang on. I'm looking for...
Jaffe.
What?
You don't understand.
I guess
I was dealing with a lot.
Oh my God, what is wrong with my mic? Mr. Jaffe, I suggest you bring the mic closer.
Really?
No, don't.
I know.
I
is he
didn't tell you that.
trolling?
Remember how you were like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to any audio advice from everybody.
All right. Okay.
Tech looks like Dennis Rader.
That is. You guys ever see that movie or that series about the L.A. Lakers with John C. Reilly? And it was
You
about.
know who that is? Sorry. John C. Reilly?
I'm talking sports, Bunny. When a man is talking sports,
I'm so sorry.
you know, best to pipe down. Go sit in the corner.
Jaffe, if you were athletic, what would be your favorite sport?
To play, you mean?
Yeah, if you were athletic.
He probably
Professionally?
like cricket or something.
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, like if you had to play a sport.
If
for work.
if I could be a professional athlete, what sport would I choose?
Any sport. You have the athletic body for that sport.
I would play.
Except for professional eating, because you're already there. But what is the actual?
I'm going to tell you, idiot. I would play baseball.
Really? What position?
Right
Dugout.
field. Right field.
Okay.
Because the action happens on the infield, but the outfield or the
saves.
Yeah, they're the ones that get the drama out there. You know.
Yeah.
And you're
It
also
just don't even feel natural when you talk about sports. That's what it is.
Well,
there's just something about it where it just feels like you're reading.
It doesn't feel natural when you talk about commitment, love.
Whoa!
Or when you talk about being afraid to stay in a hotel by yourself, love.
Wait, does that twice to a choo choo from Short Kid 614, $2 choo choo, and JSD follows it up with a $5 choo.
Thank you, JSD. Thank you, Short Kid. We might get Olive Garden live stream tomorrow, boys. We're still the money's still rolling in. Anna G, thank you, baby. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that very, very much. Hey, Johnny Sulk drops a add this shit up.
We're adding it up.
We might be going to the Olive Garden tomorrow, boys. Bread, and I told you,
what the hell?
I will pretend to the waitress that I am in a cult, and Tech is trying to talk me out of being in the cult. It'll all be live streamed tomorrow from the greatest restaurant in the world, the goddamned Olive Garden.
Hell yeah.
But Anna G, thank you. Johnny Sulk, thank you. You just saved Tech's house, you goddamn right.
My house.
Free breadsticks, Anna G. Oh, you got, and not only that, but for tomorrow night's stream, I will buy breadsticks. It is like getting a fucking when the mob is walking around like in the 20s movies, like, or whatever. I don't know. Shut up. It's like a gun. They give you breadsticks in this box, see, and it opens up beautifully. And if you want to take them home, not like a doggy bag. If you say, I would like to order 24 breadsticks to go, they're all laid out beautifully, like almost like Cuban cigars. Yeah. And you open that beautiful box, Bunny Button, and it's just, I will bring that and I will show you guys tomorrow night. We're only 70, $80 away, but come on now. Jesus Christ.
Let's get them breadsticks.
You guys have to understand. Okay, but thank you guys. Let's keep the donations rolling in. After this, we're going over to the Discord to watch Twisted Metal. That's how we roll here. Now.
Someone said I look like the BTK killer. I'm sad.
You kind of do look like the You kind of do.
Yeah.
He got better looking in jail,
you know
though.
who that is? We just talked about him.
Yeah, he got better looking in jail. When he was like the killer, he looks like you do. But then he kind of, I guess, he didn't get to eat as much. I don't know what it was, but he got a little bit more style. Like he had a stylist. In jail.
Got real tough.
Here's a hint. When guys like you and me with round faces and not prominent jaws try to look hard and tough, it doesn't work. When I was when I was in video games, I'll tell you this. Every time I have
an oval face. You have a round face.
Every time I would do a documentary or marketing behind the scenes interviews, they would say to me, okay, now for this part, we want to have your name on the screen, cross your arms and kind of look at the camera like you're serious. And I'm like, motherfucker. And they were going to kind of zoom in slowly and say, no one's going to look at me and be afraid to encounter me in an alley unless I have a weapon. You want to give me a weapon? Cool. But don't act like I'm here to lay the shit down about this here DLC content coming out for Twisted Metal. Come on, man.
He's so cool.
If you ever look
They
at
have
the
him against
fucking
a brick wall.
Yeah, if you ever look if you ever if you ever look at the athletes for esports, if you go to like their pages, they're doing like text doing. It's like, really, kid? Really? Yeah. What are you going to do? Throw your mouse at me? I mean, really? Give me a fucking break. They should just be like, you know what? I'm a fucking geek. I'm awesome at League of Legends, but I'm not trying to pretend I could kick your ass in a fight. I've never been in a fight. The only thing close
you should have put your hand on your hip
that would be
instead. Offered them that.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Stick, the secret is to just put Old Bay C. I don't care. Is that the dude that got caught because he sent the police a floppy disk? Yes, Ghetto God. Absolutely.
That's the guy.
Absolutely. Now, let me tell you something. You guys are blue balling us on the Olive Garden. We thought we were having a little hype train going. I was getting excited about going out.
About breadsticks.
I was thinking about breadsticks. I was thinking about dipping those breadsticks in the side of fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh,
and you guys are just now. You just sound good. Look. I don't care. I'll just go. Whatever.
Well,
I just won't live stream it. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Kind of inner fucking tainment. You go watch Wings of Redemption pour Pepsi up his butthole, whatever the fuck it was he was doing today.
Up his butthole? That's impressive.
I don't know what he did. I don't
to pour it up.
I like Wings because he gives me tips.
Carbonation helps go up the cheeks.
On Call of Duty and stuff, but the LCU. Wait, look at this for a minute. Nikki Cross says, question for everyone. Should you feel bad for calling in a DUI when someone on the road is driving erratically? Nope. Anytime I see it, I will call it in. There are innocent fucking people that could die. Children, families, in a heartbeat.
And also, if somebody's driving erratically, that doesn't always mean they're drunk. They could be having a medical emergency. So,
right. Or they could just be listening to a great new Taylor Swift banger. Shake it off. Shake it off. JSD, baby. Thank you so much for the very, very generous super chat. We are now, is that right, Tech? $70?
For $70.50.
SD. Thank you so much. Very, very much, man. We are going to get ourselves some Olive Garden. We got to charge up the batteries tonight, Tech, so we can make sure we have the battery power for the Olive Garden tomorrow. We are going to stream that shit. It is going to be delightful. If we make it, we're $20-$30 away. Thank you so much, JSD.
Thank you, JSD.
Aura says Wings had fun over there the other night. We loved having Wings on the show, and Wings gave me great tips. And I played Call of Duty with him a few nights ago. But that doesn't erase the fact that did he pour Pepsi in his butthole? I don't know what he did. Aegon says, Jaffe, did you hear the Last Stand community wanted Chris Raygun fired for tweeting thoughts and prayers after Kirk died? I mean, I heard it, but what does that mean? How many of them were there? And I saw Colin tweet out, no, fuck you. And good for Colin and good for Chris. The guy, I'm sorry, but you can love Charlie Kirk and you can have loved his positions, and that's fine. But I'm sorry. How many thoughts and prayers go out when nothing gets done, when people get massacred, little kids get shot? I'm sorry. Yeah. They don't have a bridge to piss on. I don't know what that means. So no, it doesn't bother me.
Have a bridge to piss on.
Good for Chris Raygun. I like Chris Raygun. Listen to this. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, JSD.
Thank you, JSD.
You have knocked. Did we get over it? Did we make it?
Yeah.
Did we make it? Wait, 50?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did make it. Yay!
I love when the studio audience.
I know. What do you mean you need to figure out how to get a gravestone? It's very simple. You can go over to Patreon, or you can subscribe to the tier here. And you just have to reach out to me and Tech, and we will get you. We need to know what you want on your topper and what you want your message to be that we shout out every episode.
let us know. We'd love to have you as our second Madhouse Corpse. JSD, thank you, buddy. So tomorrow we'll let you know on the Discord and Twitter what time. Tech and I are going to go to the Olive Garden. We're going to live stream it. I will play a character that has joined a cult, and Tech has taken me to the Olive Garden, my favorite restaurant, to try to talk me out of moving to Iowa.
Oh, look at him.
Where the cult, where they live, where they do their business.
Tech, will you wear your hair like that to the Olive Garden?
Wait.
I want to play like your concerned nephew.
Okay.
Right?
That's
and
fair.
be like, since my dad died, your brother really just
I
like,
know
let
who,
yourself get
I know he's
all
my
tied
brother.
up.
You don't
I'm
have-
playing a bit!
Yeah, but you don't need to
You've
explain.
been getting caught up in all these like online hoaxes, Uncle. Can I call you Uncle Peepaw?
No.
I'll call you Uncle Peepaw.
We want to make it real.
Uncle Peepaw.
I'm gonna run fucking polls in the Discord. Join the Discord. That's discord.gg/Jaffe Games. You'll see some polls up later today or tomorrow morning for things to include in the sketch. All right.
Yeah, let us know. That'd be great.
One of them will be maybe I wear my pants backwards. And maybe I use this voice for the conversation.
That's so funny.
Why? Okay, but if you do that and I'm like, I'm joining a cult, they're gonna kick us out of the restaurant.
Uncle Peepaw.
They're not gonna kick you out of Olive Garden. Your family, Jaffe.
Uncle Peepaw.
That's true. That's true.
I miss it when we were going back fishing with my dad who dead. But now you're going to Idaho.
You mean
because
my brother?
Your brother. You going to Idaho and they don't got the fishes from like they here in the California.
Listen to this. Somebody was
Uncle
threatening
Peepaw.
to pass last stand details to the Charlie Kirk website. Well, fuck, whatever. Fuck them. The guy.
Threaten Tech Protect then, bitches. Come fight me. All right, leave Last Stand alone. I like those guys.
The guy has a fucking right to his fucking opinion. And come on. We're going to do a game night, a community game night next week, actually, for Culticalypso and mods and hire.
Uncle Peepaw, I'm concerned about your recent drug and alcohol use.
Yeah, I know.
You used to be straight edge, and now you're being straight edgy on the streaming, Uncle Peepaw.
Colin said they lost a bunch of Patreons and got many exit surveys blaming Chris. They're a bunch of babies. Well, how many? Like 50 or like 1,000? But regardless, though, I mean, fuck them.
You know what? How about this? If
The
you
guy has
were a
a
patron
right.
over there and you left, tell us what you want to hear. We'll say it. Fuck
No,
it.
I won't say it. But
Wait, what happened? I missed what happened.
This
Last
guy,
Stand Media,
buddy of
another
mine,
streaming channel.
Yeah, well, mostly podcast. And they have the most successful PlayStation podcast on Patreon, and maybe in general. I've been on the show a bunch. Good guys over there. And when Kirk was killed, one of their guys over there, who's very lefty, liberal, progressive like me, tweeted out thoughts and prayers, kind of making fun of. That's what you get a lot of times from a lot of the right Republicans when there's a school shooting or whatever. And people got upset and they wanted him fired. And the head of the company, my buddy Colin, wouldn't do it. And so they lost like 1,000 Patreon members. But it's like, you know what? If you're a fan of Colin Moriarty, you're not really a fan of Colin Moriarty. If you are going to pull your support of their great content because someone over there said thoughts and prayers. I literally played you guys a clip tonight where Charlie Kirk was using the destroyed buildings in Gaza as a joke and then said, called the Muslims stupid. Okay. Which again, he has a right to. He has a right to that opinion. You have a right to believe and support that opinion. But to act like Charlie Kirk or anybody really was some kind of, guy who never played the rage card. Come on. I don't think so. Let's just all accept that we all say stupid shit. We all respond to stupid shit. We're not evolved enough to handle the internet the way, or certainly not social media. And get off your fucking high horse. Everybody's in pain. Nobody knows what's going on. The world is chaos. We're lucky enough that we have the internet we can escape into. And that's my final thought. Be good to yourselves and each other. That's Jerry Springer.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I was doing my own thoughts and prayers to cancel out their thoughts and prayers, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this tech.
This character, it might stay.
Your hair reminds me
go
of
see
Thick
if Sarah.
Gemini.
Go see if Sarah wants that character to stay.
She loves this. I do this character a lot when in our romance hour.
Thanks, JSD. Thanks, buddy.
I whisper in her ear, I go, tonight, baby, we're going to watch some Netflix and we're going to chill. She slaps me. Anyways, she says that my bangs look good and I should do this.
Who does?
Your daughter. She said I look better with like bangs.
With the Bieber swoop.
No. I don't know.
Interesting.
Do what you want. Yeah, you look like Chris
You support me.
Gaines is who you look like.
Fuck is Chris Gaines?
Look him up. Or Sasha Fierce. I get them mixed up. You know?
Chris Gaines looks like Mind Freak. Who's that guy? Mind Freak?
David
Chris
Cross.
Angel.
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. Chris is be looking like this. All right. Chris is be they got this haircut.
Who's y'all's favorite magician?
Zantana.
Oh.
That's a character from a book.
Well, from comic book. She's beautiful.
Is it Tara?
Is it Zatara or Zantana?
Copperfield is my favorite musician.
Zatara.
The girl with the you wouldn't understand.
I like Viagra.
Only women who wear fishnets can understand her. And you're not wearing fishnets, Bunny.
Okay. I'll just shut my dumb woman mouth. What do I know?
That was me trying to neg you into showing me your fishnets you're wearing.
I know. I'm not wearing fishnets.
Oh, I thought you had fishnets. Tech was like, oh, you
No,
have
I always got thigh highs on. That's
Let me
just
see.
my jam.
Can I see? See, I have to be nice. I don't want to be one of those.
I got a cat on me.
Did you like
Funny.
it better when I
Let you
said
see?
when I said let me see, but then I'm like I had to ask because I'm polite. It's better to just
Bunny,
say let me see.
just right
I
quick,
love
Bunny.
them. I love
Thoughts
them.
on text news style?
Thank you.
Says JSD for $5.
It's giving a lot of Thick Gemini vibes, and that's what I'm liking about it. Thick Gemini makes me giggle, so
Oh yeah, check me out. What about me?
I like it. Your look is timeless, Jaffe. Black shirt, and when you wear your red little round glasses, you remind me of Woody Harrelson, so I like that too.
That's funny.
Yeah, see, that's Woody Harrelson.
Hey!
Look at him.
Hey!
Yeah,
Linda Ham! Linda Ham!
it's good.
Which eat yourself, I know I would. I'd be delicious. He was great. We're gonna wrap this up very soon, and then we're gonna go over to the Discord and watch some Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
Marvin,
He's trying to eat me.
on the night
Really
shift.
is a sweet
Miranda
cat.
guy.
He just seems mean on here.
Are you more like Samantha or Carrie Bradshaw?
Hello?
I don't know. I didn't really watch that.
I like the Sex and the City shows.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I watched Desperate Housewives. I love Desperate.
I used to watch that. I
it was
like that,
great.
but I got after the second season, I kind of lost interest. But
Yeah, it got boring for a little bit, and then it picked back up.
okay, all right. Waffle House. Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
I'm hungry. I want to eat something. We don't have any
Yeah,
food. We
alright.
got to go shopping. I've been ordering so much Grubhub just because I don't want to go to the store.
Yeah. It's okay.
I know. All right. Well, there's the show, boys. Listen.
Woo.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much for supporting us tonight. We appreciate it. We will be back 3 times tomorrow. I'll be doing something in the morning. I might be doing a Gabbin and Games. We will definitely be doing a live stream from the Olive Garden. Is it tomorrow, Tech? We can make that work with Sarah's schedule and everything?
I believe so. We'll
Okay.
have to confirm.
Okay, we will be doing the Olive Garden stream tomorrow. We will be doing Twisted Metal in 15 minutes in the Discord. And then we're back tomorrow with a 5:30 or 6 o'clock Gabbin and Games. I like the 5:30 time if we can make it, but I may be taking an Olive Garden nap because that shit'll make you, make you tired. All right, let's wrap it up with our top 10 chatters of the night. All the visitors from the Becky Boop universe, thank you for stopping by. Consider a subscription, like, notification.
Coming in.
Visit us soon. All right, go ahead, Tech.
Link in the chat if you want to join the event in the Discord. Coming in number 12, Da Vinci's Demons. Number 11, Warped Eye. Number 10, Amber Heard's Turds. Number 9, Short Kid. Number 8, Tear. Thank you, Tear. Number 7, Frank Blasey. Number 6, K-Nubs. Number 5, Awesome Tatum. Number 4, One Pump Man. Number 3, John Sulk, our 9/11 Warrior of the Week. Shout out John Sulk. Thank you for laying it down. Number 2, Rocker Matt, the man of the Madness House's Media Minute. And number 1, JSD.
JSD.
Let's give it to him, holding it down.
You get a song, JSD. There once was a man who worked on the railroad. Tall as he could be. He fell one day into a coal mine, broke his goddamn knee. And then after that, he came outside, realized he couldn't see. And his mama came over and changed his name and called him JSD. And Bunny, that stands for...
Just sucking dicks. In a cool way.
In a cool way. Thank you, Frank Blasey. Also, thank you, Warped Eye, for the $2. Frank Blasey says, take care, everyone. Carpe diem. Carpe diem quam minimum credula posterio.
That was really good, Bunny, by the way. That was very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Seize the day, but put very little trust in tomorrow. Thank you, Frank Blasey.
Bye, you guys. Be
Carpe
well.
diem.
Bye.
Mwah. Mwah.